that one.
Fuck you, Dan.
Fuck you, clown.
Thank you.
What's the episode title, Clown?
The Sanctuary of the Second Dawn.
Well, and what's the episode number?
33.
69, actually.
69.
All right.
Dungeon Master Breeder, thank you for the follow. Great name.
Oh, dear.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the Fey Frontier RUSTFall. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and after a brief recap, we'll pick up where we left off last time.
As always, I'm Glenn, and tonight I'll be playing Damon, like I was the last couple episodes, except for the ones I wasn't here.
He's right. Those are facts right there.
God damn it, it's true.
I'm Sarah. I'll be playing Genevieve like I have the last few weeks, including the nights that I wasn't here.
I'm John. I'm playing Dawn.
I'm DJ. I play Mark II, and I'm still reading Mike's copy pasta.
I'm Savannah, and I play as Dusk. I'm gonna wake up.
Gotta get into character.
Gotta get the French
I gotta
side.
wake up.
Zion
I'm Chell. I'll be playing Andy.
And I'm Don, and I'll be playing everybody else. And at some point, perhaps functional jugs.
Please.
Please.
It's really the edging of the jugs that's got us all
True,
on,
that's
on
true.
watch.
Edged by a set of
That's
jugs
true.
like these.
Never in my days.
Never in all your days.
Not functional.
My evenings, though.
My,
Late hour, maybe.
my
That's for the
God.
Patreon.
Yes.
To the Patreon.
The Patreon.
Not Great RPG at night.
After dark.
After dark.
After dark.
After dusk.
Beginning of last episode, we cut back to the night before where the Baron talked to Damon and Andy about assisting on an errand for her to check in on an elderly friend of hers, an old map maker named Elias. They agree to go help, and they go off to do this for her after a few hours rest, which we will do in a flashback episode in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Party awakens. Pierre makes espresso. Of course he does. As you discuss your individual errands as a group, Genevieve tells the others that she and Mark II dropped off the hats for Mara, the shop they went to, and that Mark II ran off inexplicably afterwards to another shop. Andy asked Dawn to look at Jen's key that she got from the shopkeeper, and he does, finding it to be non-magical in any way, and thus not of any concern, presumably,
As of right now.
as of right now.
The key isn't cursed.
The key is not
The
cursed.
music box might.
The music box might
The
be
lock
cursed.
it unlocks? Maybe.
The beholder
Perhaps.
of the key.
Perhaps. Dawn tells the party about the meeting with Bongo, that it will take several days for Bongo to complete the battery. Andy says that then after that, they need to somehow get power for the beacon in order to find where it leads. And Dawn says, no. There's no longer any need for that. They've provided something for them to bridge the gap. The party's confused and inquires further, and he says that he and Dusk gave him a Reaper heart. The party is further confused and inquires as to how and why they came across the Reaper heart. Dawn says that he and Dusk killed a Reaper that was intruding in their work, taking a body before they were finished with it for a bounty. The party is additionally confused, as so far they have
As
heard.
is
More-
DJ now.
As is DJ now.
I'm confused as why DJ's confused.
He wasn't here.
Linear.
Also, no one kills
No
them.
one killed Reapers.
Just us.
Reapers do not attack, nor can they be killed. Dawn says they can, and they'll see should they come across a Reaper that attacks them during their journey.
I killed before, and I will kill again.
Correct.
Again,
You're
that's
welcome.
correct.
This is the Reaper heart of the first Reaper to cross me.
Yes, 100%. I did literally what I said. I was like, give him a recent one.
Yes, he did. He did. Jen tells them about what they discovered from Mr. Brahm, and when Mark II asked about Morgan Lux about his drinking companion, Old Orv, told him about a strange fellow watching from atop the mesa, eyes glowing like a damn reaper.
Definitely not vampires.
Definitely not a vampire.
Count Orv.
Count Orvlock. Definitely
Heart of a
not.
Reaper, eyes of a Reaper. People out here harvesting Reapers for parts.
Yeah.
They're reaping the Reapers.
Wait,
Could be.
exactly.
Don't reap the Reaper.
Don't reap the Reaper. This matches what the party heard through their pre-campaign investigation into the death of Morgan Lux. Several party members recall now that Clean Sleet, a memory and emotional dampening drug, can have the side effects of glowing eyes. Andy asked the Baron if it is sold in Beacon's End, and she says, yeah, duh, of course it is.
Don't be fucking
I
stupid.
sell it at the Grinning House.
I have some on me right now.
I have some on me in my pocket.
Don't be fucking dumb.
Of course I know it.
She sells it in the Grinning House, as do many others around the Narrows. Dawn asks to see the room of Morgan Lux within the Grinning House, and the party goes there. Entering the space, Damon turns on his oil lantern, casts normal oil light, not rust light, on the wall and sees the revealed horrifying, panicked scrawled writing of Morgan Lux. The dragon is not a metaphor on every surface. Dawn looks around the space, looking at the orientation of the candles on the floor where papers have fallen, sits in the center of the room after fixing the mattress, and asks Damon to kill the light. In the darkness, the shape of the bed looks to be like a gigantic beast. He lights the candles only in the center, seeing the scrawled writing above, and asks Damon to go outside, and when prompted, open the door. Damon does so, and the light from the hallway casts two shadows, one of Dawn and another of Damon, much taller and larger, engulfing Dawn's. Because of the source of the light and the candles, the shadow from Dawn feels as though it is almost peeling off of Dawn towards the wall. Dawn points out that given Mr. Lux's mental state, that this must have been a truly horrifying experience, and per his letters, make it seem as though he was somehow being haunted, perhaps by himself. He then ponders that there may be a doppelganger in Beacon's End, or was, and if that is true, he isn't certain which Morgan Lux is actually dead. And if that is the case, they should leave the room immediately in case someone comes back. Party goes to the Hollow Prow Inn and asks Bastion if they're able to get into the room and what he remembers of Morgan Lux. He tells them that he was a very quiet individual, always kept to himself, almost always ate in his room, sometimes ordering food, sometimes getting a dark ale and a loaf of bread and taking it back himself. They ask if he seemed shifty or off, and he says no. They ask if he signed anything, and Bastion says he can check his records, and after being some coin for his efforts, gives the party a key to the room, telling them that the current occupant is not currently in. They head to the room. Dawn looks around the space, pondering that this could not have possibly been the same Morgan Lux as had the room within the Grinning House. The party agrees because this Lux was calmer and, while secretive, wore boots and kept to himself, but was not entirely private. Not the behavior of a paranoid drug addict taking a multitude of substances. Damon sits Genevieve down, asks her to dig deep into her mind to try to remember any additional details about the meeting. She closes her eyes and envisions drawing the scene, walking through the memory. And with a natural 20 on the roll, remembers a flash of lavender-colored hair on the cloaked figure speaking with a panicked Morgan Lux as they turned to leave, the sign of a member of the Stera family, of which Ulysses claimed to have killed one.
Was he a damn Reaper?
Never know.
You said purple hair, not purple eyes, correct?
Correct. I said eyes originally because I was mistaken about the signifier. The party searches the room, and as they search, Andy asks about the Reaper heart and if they have any extras. Dawn hesitates but agrees, showing Andy an older Reaper heart full of a pink echo-like liquid. Dawn ponders again on the logistics of where this beacon might have been found, and that hiring scrabblers to assist for that long in excavating would have been incredibly expensive. Andy mentions two of the scrabbler families that the Reverie worked with, and that should they find any to ask for information, she might be able to make a connection. The party finds a very small piece of paper rolled tightly tucked into the foot of the upturned bed frame. Andy uses a tweezer-like extension from her fingers to carefully remove the paper and opens it. Inside, a small picture of a church with a flower inside. Underneath, in a type of thieves' cant, Jen reads, "The Sanctuary of the Second Dawn." And just before there is a knock upon the chamber door, the paper that you have pulled out ignites in a flash of spark paper and is gone. There is a knock on the door.
As if somebody were tapping. You should get that. You should get that.
Hello, this is housekeeping. How can I help you?
The two of you hear this from the other side of the door. You hear very clearly Dawn speaking in his normal French accent that housekeeping is in the room that you are knocking on, having been directed to the Hollow Prow Inn by the Baron when you awoke, and Mark II when you returned, and then sent by Bastion over to this room where your friends are currently.
Okay, so Pierre wouldn't have been with me.
Pierre was not with you, no. Pierre is with them inside the room.
I wanted to be in a Pierre cocoon.
Him carrying you along.
Like a little Pierre Papoose.
So, to be clear, we hear someone say housekeeping
From inside the room, of which you
So
were
we're
told...
You know that it's
Yes,
Dawn.
of which you were told it is your friends in there. and to go knock on the door.
Great, in that
But they
case-
don't know that, obviously.
In that case, I'll go. No. This is housekeeping.
We know that it's obviously him.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are here to assist us. That is wonderful. There is such a mess in here.
Just walk up and open the door.
I'm here to take a look.
I walk up and open the door.
Clogged.
Yeah.
You might want to not take a look. I don't know how he clogs a toilet, but it was possible.
This is foul. Open the door and look at them.
Yep. You see your friends.
It
and you
is.
see your
We
friends.
must work on your maid costume. This is not fitting for someone of house cleaning.
I mean, it's fine. It's not the best, but I'm not really a maid, so.
Oh, you were maid. Don't you get the bun?
Yeah, I guess I do.
You're not in a housekeeping outfit either.
No, I know. But
Then
if he
that's
wants real
irrelevant.
employment,
If you were real employment, you said you're also housekeeping.
I was lying.
So was it?
The robot can lie.
I thought that was just a greeting and
What?
just a greeting.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
How's the housekeeping? It's been great.
I mean, we
Keeping
go
the
to
house very
many
nice.
places.
This is true as well.
Just knock on doors and always say housekeeping or we're here to murder you.
Those are the two greetings that we have.
Wait, you have that? You know what?
Jan.
How else are they supposed to know why we're here?
And keeping the house.
Housekeeping is why I'm doing. Thank you. This is a
Anyway.
good deed.
How is
Don't
the room
look
lit?
at the toilet.
The room is lit in here by rust light.
Ah, gotcha.
It is good to see you are awake. Hello, Mark II.
Howdy.
He has a third greeting. He is well programmed.
Yeah, I had to attend to some errands, so.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Well, as we were walking
Nice.
away, I realized that, I've been pretty open about not trusting not trusting Mara's mom. So I went back to give her one of the buzzing stones. So that way, if for whatever reason she finds herself in trouble, she can buzz us and we can come gallantly save the day.
Did you
Fair.
specify what trouble was to her?
I know I have
Because-
many troubles with me
Is-
getting my hair done in the morning, and that's why Pierre always is by my side.
Well, I mean, if that happens,
Don't look at my hair because Pierre is obviously not around.
Oh, PM must fix this. Runs over.
She just immediately takes the one chair in the room.
Yeah.
so I went back to give her the buzzing stone.
Not a bad idea.
I ran into her on the way in.
Are you looking to become a father to this girl?
Mara? No.
But you are so invested in her life and her safety?
Yeah, I want to make sure she's okay. I mean,
Is this not the duty of a father?
I don't think exclusively, no. I'm concerned for your safety, and yet I don't consider myself your father.
Her
Why
mom
would you
was
be
kind of the
concerned for my
worst
safety?
too. So
Well, you are, I mean, we've traveled together for some time. You're a friend. Why wouldn't I be concerned for your safety?
Oh, that's right, Mark II. Friends. Understand. We are good friends. You're right. You care for my safety. I care for yours, clearly, as well. Yes.
You should call
Glad
him
you're
Daddy.
safe,
I
Mark II.
don't even need to insight check.
You should call him Daddy.
I felt the sincerity there. Thank you.
You're well programmed.
Well, while you two were gone, we've made quite a few discoveries.
All right, well, bring me up to speed.
Discoveries about love or
Drama, probably.
drama seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I need my drama cigarette lit.
of course.
So we discussed that. Oh, refresh my memory. What?
We made a lot of things.
Yeah.
What
can-
things
Well,
did
no,
we make?
learned a lot.
we
Tell
learned.
me.
No, we learned that
We learned.
that
This is the greatest, like, I didn't read the book, but I got called on first to give the lecture style thing,
And
right?
someone
I
else,
volunteered.
Yeah,
and someone else
actually true.
just did a
Here's
report
the thing.
about the book
Here's
in
the thing.
front of me.
Here's the thing.
but
So I
still don't
struggled.
remember.
I struggled in my English classes, guys, when I was in high school because I would read the books and I would remember them, and as soon as I sat down, I would forget. I knew I was there. I lived it. I know what happened. I heard you
So
say it.
why for this group project did we choose you to present it?
It's really annoying.
Allow me to
assumed.
tell you what happened through my good friend Damon. Damon, take it away. You've got a good memory.
Long version, short
It's
version.
introduction.
At this point, any version.
Hey, we'll do the middle, long, short of it.
I'll take the beta, please.
At this point, I would take a brief synopsis.
Give me the blood.
Morgan Lux is dead.
Give
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Give me the arc scratch.
All right,
One of
so what we had posited, there it has not been confirmed yet, but what has been posited is that there may be two Morgan Luxes.
Even.
Only two?
Two Morgan Luxes.
Only.
We haven't considered the option of a third yet.
Oh no, don't put
Don't.
that out there, yeah. So we were positing that maybe
Is there a
Morgan
twin?
Lux could have had a twin, or could have had. We're leaning more towards like a doppelganger or a changeling type
and
of deal.
I propose, having just been brought into this, you can change your face.
Yes, but if you look at me in a mirror,
He's still.
I'm still looking like I look.
Okay.
Now, changelings and doppelgangers, on the other hand, they show their true selves.
Sorry,
inside
what
the
I
mirrors.
mean is, the number of people who could be taking on this man's face are, as far as I have seen, unlimited. It could be anybody.
Sure.
It could be
that
you.
Well, unlikely, because
We never knocked on Morgan Lux's head.
You are not stupid, Mark 2.
I don't think I am stupid.
Well, why'd you go? Don't.
Because I'm made out of metal. How am I going to turn into a flesh man? You think if I could turn into a flesh man, I wouldn't have by now?
Is this something you desire?
To be a flesh man? Not, I mean, maybe.
You just said it would be something that
I've
you would
always
have done
wanted
if
to
you
be a
could.
flesh man.
Dream to have one.
It's the opposite of
Anyways.
Archer.
Anyway, if anybody, there's more
Sure.
people like you. They could all be Morgan Lux.
Sure. What we're positing, though, is the fact that he had all those mirrors, and it was used to check to see if things were there or if they were not there.
To make sure he.
And we
or
discovered that some of those mirrors were silver-backed mirrors.
What if he was doing it to make sure he was still the real Morgan Lux?
Maybe, but we
Maybe.
do know that there was someone who stayed in this room that was not acting the way Morgan Lux was described. He was cool, calm, and collected. He kept to himself, and he was wearing both of his shoes.
He
which-
had his boots. He was drinking the wrong stuff. He wasn't acting like our guy at all.
but looked like Morgan Lux.
Not even taking the pleasures of his regular drugs and fun, or
Well, we think this
No, not as far as we understand. He only drank.
person is not Morgan Lux and had to keep a cool head to do whatever
So
dealings
this
he was getting
room
into.
is-
This would be the room of the doppelganger. The doppelganger that I believe would have been the ones that would have been killed by the glass jaws.
Morgan Lux is a pretty well-known man around
Sure.
Beacon's End, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if I could change my face and I was going to be committing some crimes, I think I would pick the face of a well-known crazy man.
I don't think he was crazy all the time. I think he, right up until the recent demise, maybe, he got
he-
crazy. I think he was just a well-known, dangerous man. I don't think
I
he was
mean, there-
necessarily crazy.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's obviously multiple people pretending to be one man, but
Well, Genevieve also made an interesting discovery, or remembered an interesting fact that we think might connect us with who.
Mark II was present for that. Oh, no. you
No.
mean
The purple hair.
The thing
the-
about
Oh, yeah.
Purple hair?
take it away, Genevieve.
The, remember I told you that I saw Morgan Lux a few days before?
Oh my God, his face is off.
He is a flesh man.
Refuel.
A few
take
days
my head
before
off.
he was discovered.
Yeah.
Damon,
So Tabaxi's in the other room.
Damon sat me down and kind of coaxed out that memory again. And there was a bit of information that I didn't focus on at the time. The cloaked figure that he was talking to, I saw a bit of purple hair.
He being.
The cloaked figure
No,
that
you said he
Morgan
was
Lux.
talking to. Oh, Morgan Lux. Gotcha. Okay.
that I saw him talking to. Almost all of him was covered, and it was just a flash. But I did see that light purple hair that usually is a signifier of the Steris family.
Stairs. S-T-A-R-S.
E-R-R-A. S-T-E-R-R-A. Stera.
S-T-E-R-R-A.
Did not spell it like that.
Stera. Terra with an S.
Correct.
Yeah.
And stars.
Yeah, so we got quite a few questions, and we're chasing down leads here now.
Based on your memory and how they were talking to one another, did this seem to be a tense conversation? Were there any like broad gestures and large body movements?
Perhaps any kissing?
There's-
Yeah, any groping?
And if so,
I mean, those are two opposite ends of the spectrum. It gives me some perspective on the vibe of the conversation.
There was no groping,
It's good.
nor was there any kissing.
Shame.
Again.
well, now I'm not really good at it.
Yeah,
It's just-
Morgan Lux. I mean, he was ranting and raving. But the Stera character was incredibly calm and collected.
How good
Interesting.
was their cloak?
Do
Was
you-
it shiny and beautiful or crappy? Like you would never put that on your shoulders. Like it's too itchy to
So-
even look at. You know?
I mean,
Or was the hair like shiny or flowing in the wind? Or...
I have a follow-up to his appearance. What kind of footwear was this man wearing?
he was a fully cloaked
He was obscured
man.
by a cloak.
The only information I got,
Oh, even his feet were covered.
Cloaks are sometimes long.
So this is
Arguably
so
to the ground.
we're talking about a
He's
long
wearing
cloaked
feet
man.
cloaks.
Yes, obscured.
a man who was
How many? You're laughing. How many men are out here with cloaks that cover their feet like wedding dresses?
Would we assume
No
that,
train!
that this individual would be always walking around in simple same attire no matter what? This was obviously a meeting with an individual.
What? Yeah.
Don, I
but
would like to shake my cloak that changes and make it just a little bit longer. So that way it covers my feet like a damn wedding dress.
yeah, like
Cathedral veil, like all the way back.
Yeah.
I'm presenting that he's been described as calm and collected. I've been presented one other person so far in this expose that is calm and collected, and that was a fake Morgan Lux. So I can't help but think if the two,
I mean,
just based on the information that I've been provided thus far in the conversation.
I'm not
that's
saying
all.
you're on the wrong track, Mark II, but I don't think calm and collected is.
That's not a unique characteristic.
It is not sufficient information for us to jump to the conclusion, is all.
No, but boots.
Totally.
Now, if he was wearing boots,
That would have been two factors of information.
I
It could
also-
have been.
Most people are wearing shoes.
I
so
think most
yeah.
people are wearing boots of some sort. I don't think it narrows it down all that much. I think the odd one out was Morgan Lux, who was not wearing any shoes.
I also think at this point, if it is a doppelganger situation, that the individual would have been the one that was hanged outside of the cistern tunnels, and that body would be gone. So we cannot be looking for the doppelganger.
do we know that the real Morgan Lux is the one that died?
We don't.
No, but the position is that the doppelganger would have been occupied within this location, and the glass jaws took from within cistern tunnels.
And this room's connected
This
to the
room
cistern
has
tunnels.
painting with connection to cistern tunnel.
Gotcha, we're back in that room.
Yeah.
Correct. So if
I could have sent that out of character.
if they were to take this Morgan Lux, it would have been the doppelganger. The other Morgan Lux would never have come here.
Gotcha. Right, because didn't the other Morgan Lux's room have a thing connected to the cistern tunnel?
That's where
Nope.
That's where we're at currently.
Yeah, this is the
That-
it's
the
the
other-
only one. He had the 2 rooms.
Yeah.
The one that was trashed and the nice room.
The
right,
other
the
room
one
that
that
was
was trashed is the one where we found the beacon.
Yes, and that's in the greening house. Yeah.
Right.
But-
And that's not where we are now. We're in the second Morgan.
Correct. We're in the nicer
the
one
hollow prowl.
up, not in the narrows. This is the one where Ulysses had been investigating.
Where we might find like a high-class falutin person.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that is why I think whether or not doppelganger won multiple, it does not matter. What was killed was not potentially the real Morgan Lux based upon the information here.
All right. I
You
got
might have remembered Barry was hanging from the rafters in the
Yeah, I
in the
remember that.
lobby.
Yeah, she hung herself in the raft.
yeah.
She sounds like an interesting folk.
Barry? Yeah, she sure was.
But-
She gave you the bird.
She was telling you what?
no.
I thought you said she
and then
was
I'll
interesting and
pat
nice.
Jeff. Jeff's his name,
His
right?
name's Jeff.
I don't think it's Jeff.
Gerald, it's some shit. I really like. I'm gonna have to like tape it to the inside of the mask so I don't,
I don't
forget.
remember.
That'd be a great way to remember people's names. It's like, oh, it's nice to see you.
Chris. Were you also gonna Roger?
Roger.
Jeff.
I like wine.
I'll tap Roger's head. No, she gave me this here little bird.
I'm gonna light my oil
It's a
lantern.
bird.
Make my way over to the light switch on the wall.
It is fabricated.
Does it fly or do anything?
Not really. And I'll pull it off my shoulder with my finger and it just hangs out.
I'm gonna bonk it like you did, Hirona.
It is metal.
Ow! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so hilarious, Mark. So you never joke around.
I'll put it back on my shoulder.
He should do ventriloquism. He could work in the circus that he loves so much.
You would never see his lips move.
Exactly. He'd be so good at it.
Yeah, it's true.
Natural talent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the lights off in the room.
It is dark now.
Well, it's rust lights, so no, it's not rust
Yeah.
lights.
And my lantern is lit, and I'm gonna start panning around the room with the lantern to see if I catch any hidden messages written on the walls.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I am the dragon is written everywhere.
I am not a metaphor.
The dragon is a metaphor.
It
The
is
dragon is a metaphor.
investigation. It's a 21.
Dragon's name is Jeff.
Fuck. The dragon's name is Roger.
Barry made the dragon.
Yeah, as you're panning around with your regular light, as you pan across the floor where the bed frame is, you see a streak illuminate in that same bioluminescent paint that had appeared when shining regular light on it. It doesn't look like anything was written, it's just like a streak or a splotch on the floor.
Is there a direction to the streak?
There is a splotch at the edge of the bed and a slight pull in the direction of the painting ever so slightly.
Gonna open up the painting and shine it down the tunnel.
Yeah. You can see that there are some individual small splotches that almost blend in with the natural reflection of the kind of oil slick nature of the inside of the cistern tunnels just from the years of being worn down by water. There's just little drips and drops every so often, leading in the direction that you would know would be in the general direction of the hole above where Morgan Lux's body was found.
And from memory, like how far of a walk is that from where we are currently?
A couple of minutes.
Okay.
Not that far.
Okay.
It's only far because you have to wind through the cistern tunnels, but distance-wise, it's not very far.
Anybody
Maybe
want to
4 or
go
5
take a look
minutes.
at the crime scene again?
I haven't seen it.
I do love a good crime. And a scene. I love making both.
Well, right.
Making
right
a
this
scene,
way.
making a crime.
Well, when you make a crime, wouldn't you make a crime scene?
Yes.
Nice.
That's why I love both. Nice. I mean, and genuine thing, like, is this something that we as Fey creatures would associate with Fey bloods or with doppelganger blood in particular?
No, you would associate that with being in the like bounty hunting
Business?
field, bounty hunting business. You would associate that and the writing on the wall in the Morgan Lux room with slip wax, which is it's designed to be written in secret messages, as most people now use rust lights and it does not show up.
Sure.
You would have to be using older style lights to see it. Yeah.
Need a hairdryer and some lemon,
Lemon
juice.
juice.
I'm gonna steal Morgan Lux's identity. Mark II, if you could lock the door and possibly take that chair and jam it under the handle so no one can come in behind us.
Do we intend to come back here?
Yes,
To this
because we
room?
have to talk to.
This might give the impression to the individual that is occupying the room that we have been in here.
If they can't get back in, that's a good point.
We do not know who has occupied the room.
Sure.
We have other exits that we know of, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
sure.
could leave the cistern tunnels naturally and return back here through the front door.
No
speak
one's
to Bastion
expecting
again.
to see us leave through the front.
Fair enough.
I mean, they might think it's weird that a big brass man walked in and didn't walk back out.
It's
Are
an inn.
people going to
if
be
you-
watching the door?
The proprietor was,
Bastion.
he was looking for,
Paperwork.
yeah.
I had
Bastion's
asked him
on
if
our
he had
payroll right
anything
now.
that the Morgan Lux that was here had signed. I wanted to compare to the writings of the journal he found.
But he might come here looking for us. Does he?
We could tell him that we're doing a thing and we'll be back through the front door later.
Sounds
Surely he knows that his establishment's connected to the cistern tunnels, right?
One could presume.
In theory. But
Nobody knows for certain.
I'm going to go tell the man.
Sure,
We'll walk out the door of the room and just walk over to Bastion. He's a bugbear?
he's a bugbear.
Bugbear?
Yes.
Mr. Bastion!
Yes.
For the paperwork, you are still. He was downstairs actually.
So
he said he had to go into the basement
He
to
did.
look for
He
it?
would be back
Oh,
up at the bar.
do you have the paperwork?
I sent one of my associates down to continue looking. It's buried a bit further in the back. I didn't want to leave the bar unmanned for too long.
Thank you. I am certain you know about the curious nature of the painting within that room that we are now not occupying, but we are within.
Yes, certain.
No
people-
worries. No, I do not need a justification for you. You
Yes.
are aware of it?
Very
We're
aware.
going to go through that. We're going to leave the room as it was, and then we're going to come back in through the front door later. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Yep.
He seems fine.
good. I'm like already in the painting. I'm like just holding the lantern. Come on.
I'm gonna flutter in.
Yeah.
It's drafty in here.
You guys walk in, close the door, pull the painting shut behind you off of the kind of hinged spot, pull your way back into the cistern tunnels, and are met with relative darkness in here. You can see that there is, from other people moving about the cistern tunnels and other pockets of rust light, illuminated little pips of light connected by wires running along the tops, kind of in a strand, like street light distance, effectively. Make your way through the tunnels with this oil lantern, picking up these drips and drops of slip wax. As you were walking, I mean, you're catching other random coded messages and random graffiti drawn in slip wax throughout the tunnels as you were walking through. Nothing noteworthy. Small little faces, things drawn at various angles, strange symbols, similar to the things that were drawn in the crates that showed up outside of Richard's compound. And make your way to this large...
Various phallic things.
Various
drawn on
phallic things, absolutely, yeah. Make your way back to this hole above one of the entrances to the cistern tunnels tucked against the mesa. And here you find more slip wax up against the wall nearest to the hole, as well as slight drag marks into the hole itself.
And he was suspended down.
So he was down in the hole, hooked through the chest on the wall. So if the hole is here, he's below that. So
Okay.
you'd be looking down at where his body was hung. Yes. The hooks are gone. This has been months.
It's been cleaned up, yeah.
Yes.
The bottom of hole, right, is an entrance itself. So like it's as if you're entering like the actual mouth of the cave. It's like immediately in because the hook, he was displayed super visibly.
Yeah.
Where the hook was jutting out and he was in the mouth of the cave.
Correct.
So like I just want to make sure that we know that like, hey, this was not like a hidden murder. This was an
Correct.
incredibly public murder.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
There would even be right now a ladder down through the hole as people walk through this tunnel, take the ladder, and go out of the cistern tunnels. This is an exit. A lot of the things would be connected by sets of stairs and ladders to get to the different levels in which water was held in these cisterns and flowed through, having been obviously repurposed into connection tunnels now.
Damon, do you you said you think it might be a changeling?
Possible.
Are changelings like do they cast spells in order to change their faces? Is it like a concentration thing?
No, it's more so like a physical trait that they can do.
Because if it's somebody casting a spell to look like Morgan, if they were killed, they'd revert back to their regular body, right?
They would, yeah. But
Yeah,
as
that
far
was
as
one of the things we confirmed last time, was asking if it was a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Would it have stayed as Morgan Lux for the display? And you
Gotcha.
said yes. That it would have stayed the most
there's-
recent person that it had transformed into.
there are
and would
rust.
not have reverted.
Yeah, there's rust inhibitors that can keep that keep you
Gotcha.
from reverting
Okay.
back.
The marks, do they look like they're left by someone who was being like dragged or forced? Like what?
Sure. Make an investigation check as you crouch down, essentially having observed these marks through the tunnel on the way here. Yes, I would say that especially as someone that has worked with paint and oil painting specifically and used her hands to paint on things, that this looked as though there was slip wax on something that was being dragged, and the pips and pops could potentially account for, as someone is being dragged and is unconscious, their limbs are moving about.
Morgan Lux was an elf?
Yeah.
Okay. You said this path is like often walked. Like it's not like a...
It's not a secret path. Not necessarily that it is often taken, but it is not a secret path.
Is there any markings in the smudges that looks like the outline of like a bare foot or a shoe?
Make an investigation check.
I also just want to. He was killed fucking like 6 months ago. at
Correct,
this point.
absolutely.
Like we have
Yeah.
been. It has been a while.
Been a very long time.
I just would be during this time because they brought up magic specifically in game. I would also ritual cast detect magic.
Sure,
again while
absolutely.
We're hanging out here
Yeah.
for a few minutes.
It was 8.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are footprints
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are some that are more, that are newer than others, and some that are like off to the edge of the walls. It's really impossible to tell.
So,
Given the state of the.
around the flips and flops of slip wax, there's no footprints
That's what I was just...
in slip wax.
I would say there absolutely is. That would have been done after the fact, for sure. As people have walked through here after, they would not know that they stepped in
Stepped
slip
in
wax
it.
because it's invisible.
Got it.
Yes, there's not like a phasmophobia footprint of slipwax.
Yeah, sorry. So slipwax stays pick-upable
Correct.
permanently.
Unless it is cleaned off, yes. It degrades an amount, but yes, unless it is... That's why it only appeared under the bed, because they didn't clean under the bed.
Right.
The rest of the room, there's nothing.
For reference, like, oil paints stay wet for months after.
Yeah.
If that is the case, I would just argue that the floor of this would be covered in footprints then, from people picking it up and tracking it forever.
Sure,
Like,
absolutely.
I mean, it would be-
There's traces of the edges of people's footprints scattered around from stepping in it. It was so little in spots that like you're picking up a droplet of it, and yeah, it would catch the edge of a boot print as it smudges.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's kind of a mishmash of a mess of things. You're mostly picking up the drops, but that's a great point. People are walking through here.
Yeah, I would cast Detect Magic, and then also, I mean, John knows, and like, I don't remember to what degree visible said message was that was carved onto said wall.
Yes.
Because, like, that I believed was just etched into the stone. That was not, like, obscured. I don't know whether or not crime scene cleaners would have covered that thing up. That's up to you if that thing is still here.
Yep, let me...
Is there a spooky message?
Correct. There was indeed a very ominous message carved into the sandstone. That's where I was like trying to like draw it out from my memory of like I know we're above, so like this is the hole where things were dropped through. There was a message along this back wall, and then even against the mouth of this hole in the ground, there were runes carved in as well.
You said originally it was very like ritualistic.
Correct.
Right?
So like
And we
these
know-
things might not still be here. They might be, but shrug.
Do we know the message that was written there?
Ulysses never told you guys.
Gotcha.
Well, you guys were all there, weren't you?
They were not in here. That's why I'm saying, like,
They were below.
he was dropped. Ulysses came down through this hole. They were outside.
Gotcha.
So Ulysses came in from out here, saw Morgan, the area for, like, the rust hook jutting out for where the body was hanged. And that's where he found the three of them. Because they were like, oh, yeah, newspaper, occult murder. Damon investigates occult murders. And it's like, so what do you know? Because I know some things as well. Like, I had informed them about, like, I came in through, like, a different path, but no, I didn't tell them about, like, the runic sigils, the blood path, and then the, like, spooky message on the wall. If you want me to find it in my doc,
have
like,
it.
it's also easy.
Yeah, I have it. It was in your doc. So for detect magic,
Yep.
you would get illusion magic on the slipwax itself.
Okay.
As having knowledge of it, it is one
Yeah.
part a physical oil-based compound of some sort, and one part there is crystal dust mixed into it to give it
Some kind of alchemical properties that gives it this.
Correct. That is the
so
only
nothing
magic that you
weird.
would get in the area. Nothing weird.
Okay.
Aside from the rust lanterns, and obviously nothing strange from any of the things that you would not normally expect to be in the area. Whoever is physically looking around the space,
I thought that was Damon.
Damon, please make an investigation check.
11.
Okay. You would look around this space with your lantern, catching this slip wax. And as your light pans across, this kind of dead ends into a wall up here. That's why the ladder is to go down and get out. On this landing around this hole, you catch something indented into the wall that has been carved, that has now been filled a bit with dust and dirt, but still catches your eye as it has not fully been covered. You walk over and brush
it, yeah.
off this, and you see scratched into the stone almost very thinly chiseled. As the dragon, capital D, rises from the dunes, capital D, scorching glass scales shimmering with the rising soul, S-O-L, capital S, the sun.
One more time.
As the dragon, capital D, rises from the dunes, capital D, scorching glass scales shimmering with the rising soul, S-O-L, capital S. And for those that are new here, soul is what we refer to as one of two of the twin suns in the sky.
Scorching black scales.
Scorching glass
Glass.
scales.
Glass.
Scales shimmering with the rising soul.
You would find that etched into the stone.
I'd point it out for people to see as well, so.
You all see this writing.
What does it look like it was carved with? Like, does it look like a madman using their fingers? Does it look like it was like intricately done with like a dagger?
It looks like it would have been done with a dagger or a stone carving tool, not scratched in with fingernails. It is deep enough that it would not be possible for someone to do with their finger. And this is like limestone. It's hard.
Yeah.
See, Fox always did believe that there was something out there. And he was very committed to finding it. Many nights that we spent with him in Clairlocks, he would sit and drink and wax poetic about this dragon that haunted him. It seems that it might not have just been the one that he encountered in Windfall, but one much grander than that. But as I showed your friends in the Morgan Lux room, sometimes shadows are what can play tricks on the mind. I do not know what in the environment of Beacon's End might cast such a visage.
Where at on the wall is it carved? Like height-wise?
Oh, height-wise, never mind.
It would be at the almost like right up against the ground, so that if
So
you
low.
like if you poked your head through the hole, you would be at eye level with it.
I guess I also now want to ask, when Ulysses investigated this originally, I never mentioned a ladder. Would the ladder have actually been there? Because I mentioned that Ulysses dropped down.
The ladder at the time would
would
not have been there.
Okay,
Correct.
so then it seems reasonable for him to have not actually known that there would have been a ladder.
Correct,
Okay.
absolutely, yes. That's something that presumably was removed at some point and was put
Yeah,
back.
possibly by the murderer.
By the murderer, potentially, yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Jen, do you have any paper or charcoal with you?
Yeah.
Maybe you should take an impression of the writing. Maybe we can compare people's handwriting.
Is it carved or is it?
It's carved.
It's carved. I will say the edges look rather sharp. So, like for the D, it looks like whatever was chiseled in was chiseled. The D is kind of angled. There's not like rounded edges. It's less like handwriting and more like stone cutting or like machined text.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna match someone's penmanship.
Still, I think getting a copy of this wouldn't be bad to have, because this could get destroyed at any given point.
I'll write it down still.
Sure.
And kind of like sketch the scene. Does that the way it's written almost sounds like a description of like an image? Does it ring any bells for Genevieve as something
Like maybe a piece of art.
like a piece of
Yeah,
art?
not
Yeah.
Rusted Mesa Embrace.
Not rusted
I
mesa
did
embrace.
just check, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not rusted.
Dragon
it's
and
not
Dune
bad, yes,
embrace.
'cause,
Make a history check for me.
Also, while she's doing that, any of those carved letters?
Does it count if it's on the floor?
If you wanted to, sure.
That sounds like cheating. If you wanted to. It either does or it doesn't, Don.
No, it doesn't. Not in the tray. Not in the tray.
If mine doesn't, mine doesn't.
Is it worse?
That one doesn't count either because it was the same one that was on the floor.
It had been on the floor, so it's doomed.
Yeah.
Do any of the letters in this carving look less like letters and more like numbers?
Oh, like the chimera thing from the beacon.
We don't know about that. We've encountered other things.
The two of them don't.
Correct.
Have we not?
Dusk and Dawn weren't there when that was an episode that we watched when you realized about it, but you guys in your description have not said that there's numbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
right,
know
okay.
numbers from other things. That was literally a thing I was
I thought you
positing
had
last
seen
time.
it. Like I thought
We
you
had, but we can't read the writing. You can.
Oh, right.
Yes,
that's
correct.
right.
Yes.
You're the
That's right.
only one that
That's why I
were
literally
able to read it at the time.
correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
I rolled a 4. I don't know if you're able to pull up my character sheet. Mine's not loading.
I can tell you, regardless of whatever it is, it's not going to be enough.
Unless
to
it's
remember.
12.
With 4, yeah.
Yeah, even if it's an expertise at your level, you're looking at maybe plus 7 or 8 reasonably. You're getting to like an 11 or 12, like at that
Yeah,
like
that
peak.
it'll depend what I give you, depending on what your roll is.
Yep.
But yeah, let me try
Yep,
to
yep.
pull this up.
Because it's...
History is a +6, so you're looking at a 10.
It's average. Not so it's like this
Yeah,
big.
it's like this, it's 10 inches like that, huge.
And of course it
Whole
was, yeah.
12 inches.
That's right. I'll find it.
I'm so sad that genuinely no one else but Savannah and I was here for that in-character moment of Don genuinely being like, yeah, dude, 8 inches? And it's like, what?
It was bad, dude.
I was just like,
Yeah, you know, 8 inches.
We
But
got
we,
to
we
explore
did
it
get
more.
the
to
next,
we
like,
did get to
minute.
see it on
You
our
did get to see
social
it on the
media.
clip
Yeah.
on
Yes.
TikTok. Yeah, that's true. It was bad.
So good.
That's worse than woman face and mountain height for sure.
really-
That's so much
So
worse.
there in terms of accidental
So much
on-camera
worse.
fucking faux pas.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
I
you can
would
also answer her
say-
thing.
Yes. So, Genevieve, for you.
yes, I remember exactly.
Do you remember precisely?
You can
Some-
even name the author, the year it was painted.
And she painted it weirdly.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm a dragon. I have horns.
You get the lingering feeling in the back of your mind that you recall seeing that in a book somewhere or on a plaque somewhere, but you cannot place where you've seen it. Whether it's associated with a piece of art or a poem or a line in a story, you can't pinpoint where you've seen it. If you've seen it.
Is it from Hiding the Emperor?
It's from Hiding the sequel.
Hiding the Emperor
Finding
2.
the Emperor. The Emperor is stuck. The sword and the Emperor.
And
And,
Whoever can remove the emperor from the stone.
correct.
Jesus Christ.
Some of the letters do look somewhat like numbers.
I would say that
potentially.
the A in dragon,
Okay.
the O in dragon,
Yep.
is a little bit harder to discern because most of them are
Yeah.
etched, but this is a flat top and a flat bottom rather than
Yeah, the
angled like the
rounded.
rest of them.
So the way an O would be written like on a display.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Or versus the way that an O would be represented on a clock with flat sides
Right.
and top, whereas an O would have a point on either
Right,
end.
right.
That's kind of the distinction.
Okay.
And the E in Dunes has more rigid
Okay.
edges. Those are the ones that to you look more like numbers than the rest. And Genevieve, that is what you get from kind of searching your memory is perhaps.
Yeah, no, I would point out again
Yeah.
the carving here The A, the O, as we found in the dragon, is not a metaphor. In the Morgan Lux room, it again looks potentially like numbers. And now here again in the dunes, the E could be suspicious. Perhaps a 3.
Oh, that's crazy. The device.
The beacon?
Yeah, features. I was trying to be discreet about it, given our surroundings and people around. You said there's people like actively moving.
No, there
Had been.
have been, generally
Gotcha.
speaking,
Yeah, I
this
was
is
like,
not
I
a
thought
secret
we
of
were
tunnel. There's
very
no one here
alone.
currently.
Sorry, I thought
Yeah,
there
no,
were
you're
people
good.
actively moving
No,
through
no,
the
no.
tunnels.
No.
Look at us investigating a murder. Do not mind.
The entire tour group coming in, they're like taking pictures.
Well, that's
we
why,
would love that. We would have been
why-
like,
Is
fuck
that
the
a metal
investigation.
flesh man?
well, that's why I was kind of taken by like there's drops of the stuff, and I was like, there's people actively
Oh, yeah,
walking
no.
through here. How would we track that? Like how does this work? That makes a lot of sense.
The bats here cannot be trusted.
And then I was also like, if people come through here all the time, why is there a poster over the exit? Like, why are we hiding the existence of this place where people are? Anyway, yeah, the beacon, yeah. That also has numbers in the name and in the writing.
What numbers and what is the name? You have called it a beacon.
Hang on, we took a transcription of the letters.
You did. You read it out because, again, it's not a language that you are actually capable of reading normally. And it is not a language that anyone else understood. You were able to, in that moment, read it.
Here you go. Here's what I read out and was noted. And then
We gotta get out of here.
oh wait, I need that open still.
That phrasing rings a bell. It feels very not very familiar. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before in my life. Some kind of poem, maybe. I might be making something up though. It's not like they're uncommon words, just seeing them together like that.
Do you know of any like art people that we could check with? Maybe
Not around here.
maybe a library?
I don't think there's a library in.
It mentions structure of like glass, something that shimmers like glass.
The scales.
So some kind of famous glass worker, or what you call you know, when you go to church and they got all the fancy windows with the fancy colors.
Stained glass.
Yes.
Genevieve would know
a dragon chandelier.
these kinds of
That is
things.
So pretty. It
That
would
would
not
be
fit in
beautiful.
our hut, would it?
If we sized it down, it could be tiny.
But I want a magnificent, scary chandelier.
It could be fun and spin with different lights and the scales on the tail.
I don't know.
One other thing. So you said the E looks suspect, right?
Yeah.
So E's are written
Yep.
tines to the right. Threes are curves to the left.
Correct.
Is it? And it's still hard to delineate where, like, which direction the tines or the curves.
For
are written?
that one, it's more obvious where the tines are definitively going the wrong way.
Okay, so it's definitely a three.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The
okay.
one that is the harder one to discern is the O because it's the same as a 0 effectively,
gotcha.
but that's the differentiation. The A looks more like a capital A despite being a lowercase a, and that's the delineation of it potentially being a 4.
Gotcha.
It's literally saying that. Yeah.
Is this all you specified capitalized letters?
Mm-hmm.
are they like all
That's not spelled.
capitalized and the capitalized letters are like
Bigger.
larger? Because
Yeah, lowercase e is not looking like a capital 3.
Correct. And it would be more obvious that that is a 3. It's the size of a lowercase 3. Or a lowercase e, but it's reversed.
but
The other letters,
Yes.
like the lowercase, like rises has no capitals.
Correct. And that is a regular e, not a
Yeah,
3.
okay. She was just trying to get at the like,
Gotcha.
hey, like a lowercase e is
Yes, does
not
not
at all
look
going to
like-
be confused with a capital E.
so,
Right.
sorry, which ones were
In A, O, and Dragon, and then the E and Dunes are the only two that look like they are replaced with letters.
Numbers.
Sorry, numbers. Yeah, thank you.
so
Is the O in soul? Or the L in soul?
No.
No? Okay.
so
I was
like,
wondering if it had anything to do with the
Right.
uppercase.
Yeah, so it would be written like that, where it's like that's
so
very.
he said it's small. So it's
Oh yeah, so
So to clarify, the only time we've seen the
Yeah.
word dragon written has been with
okay.
numbers replacing letters. This
Sus.
is
I
for
said
you
sauce.
guys, we don't know if you guys have encountered it anywhere before. If it's only in these instances, yes.
Where are
So
the
in the
other
room,
notes?
um,
Is the word dragon mentioned in any of them?
And like the
And
A
here it is, and it's not like that.
It's not. Okay.
Morgan didn't write it like that, is what I can confirm.
the A and the O. Obviously the O is it's a circle. The A, is that looking like a 4 or like a 9?
yeah. hold on.
My assumption is like that.
The other letters
Yes.
are more chiseled than I am writing there for the D,
Yeah.
where you're getting, it's at least an attempt at being rounded. Those are definitively not.
Yes.
Okay.
So
When you asked that, because I had been given these letters last to look over when we were in the Morgan Lux room, I would pull out, especially the one where he's writing the dragon is not a metaphor. He's not doing any replacement with.
so that one we know was written by Morgan Lux Prime,
Correct.
whereas this we think was written.
It might have been written by the doppelganger. This might be a message that is written
Morgan
by another individual.
I think Morgan too might be a pretty on the nose.
If you are comfortable with using a 2 in such a way,
Right. You know,
could call him MJ, Morgan Jr. He is malfunctioning. Someone help him.
Don, we come across an interesting crossroads for this character that I hadn't considered until now that actually makes sense.
Yes.
It was only until you said Morgan Prime that I was like,
Would Mark
uh-oh.
II actually know Common? Like to speak, definitely, because he's heard it. Would he know how to read Common?
Oh my god, he can't read.
No,
can't
it's that
read.
seat. Come on, man.
Well,
Hey, that's a joke.
So he
That is
can,
a
he can
joke.
for sure speak Common. I'm confident of that. Like he
Yeah.
obviously had been, but he was a fighting robot designed to fight. Why would Artie had at any point taught him how to read?
I think
As a computer, you have to learn to read commands, correct? So if he's typing
Yeah,
in
but
commands
the-
in common,
We have no reason to believe they'd be in common.
I feel like this
everything else you have found from Rust pieces is definitively not in common, so that is a good question.
And while I'm able to read this, it's the like sparkly eye reading.
Right.
It's not.
It's not normal reading.
Right.
Correct.
I'm not opposed to Mark II not being able to
No,
read
absolutely.
common.
It's a very good question. I think he can read common, and I have a logical reason as to why he can. I don't think you would have been taught that. I think you just can. I don't think consciously that you really were aware that you could or couldn't. I think you just could. It's just an understanding.
Yeah, it's like
that
you awoke and this was just an ability. It's the same thing as like
Yeah.
It was
autonomically
kind of like built
breathing.
into
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Or the same thing of like, when somebody in any book or something like loses their memory and then they realize like, oh shit, I can read like Spanish or something, and they don't really know why it is Spanish or why they can read it. It's that type of thing.
Gotcha.
I don't even think it crossed your mind. It's just I simply, for the same reason of like, machines read like left to right, very literal. I think you just could.
Gotcha.
But that is a great question.
Spanish last night.
Given
How appropriate.
everything else. Yeah. Very good point. Because yes, nothing else that has come from any of these ships or anything is in common.
Right.
Other than the letters that make up the word Rust Tech, which is where Rust comes from. Other than that, then nothing is in common. That's a good point.
I forgot why I asked that now.
I had pointed out that the A
Right,
and the
right,
O
right,
were not different, and you were asking, wait, would I even really be able to read it?
Right.
So yes, this would be Morgan Prime having written
Writing it
this. That was what
normally.
your last thought was. Of this was
And then-
Morgan Prime. We don't have anything yet written by Morgan 2. That's what Bastion is still collecting for us.
Gotcha. Okay.
Morgan 2.
Yeah, for Mark II, the writing on the wall is El Dragón no es un metáfora.
All right. Well,
Don't está el
You would
dragón.
ask the barkeep for any writings and bills from the other Morgan Lux.
Correct,
I
yes.
think we need to compare that and see if there's any numbers in there.
That is the intention.
If so, I think it's safe to assume that this second Morgan Lux 2, if we will, he might be Warforged. He might be a robot.
Because of the use of numbers in replacement? His face has fallen off.
Oh God.
I cannot
Oh
look
God,
at him.
my face!
He's so flashy.
Oh look, I grew another one almost instantly. Anyway, yeah, because he's replacing numbers with.
I don't know if we can assume that individuals that do it because it is a program thing that they simply do naturally, or whether or not that is a means of communication with another individual.
For sure.
Or like encoding something,
Yes.
maybe.
If you could almost take any of our names and add numbers into them and make it work.
Yes, but for coded
Please
messages.
don't do that to mine. I don't like how it looks.
I don't think we could do that with your name, to be honest. Maybe an X, but no, that's a letter. Never mind.
Money sign.
CS?
DU5.
DU money sign.
DS could be a 5.
Yeah, maybe.
As I said, Dusk and I, we are familiar with the ideas of numerology being replacements within the language, but it is not for us.
Right. My thinking is because I was able to read this language without having ever been like exposed to knowing how to read Rust. I was able to read it. And the only reason I could come up with why I would be able to do that is because,
But if it was done because it is not a choice, surely they would do it for every letter?
maybe not every letter, but maybe certain words.
Certain words specifically would be the only ones that would carry that replacement naturally?
Right. I don't know how I wouldn't be able to delineate what words,
No, that is actually a great point, because that is the way of communicating if it is done with a specific intention for a line. I was wondering if this is... Your beacon is activated, it has to go into an object. If it requires a code, you would know what the numerical code in what order would be with a letter of communication such as this.
Right, yeah.
That means that in what you correctly read from the beacon, it did not have, from what I read, any of words like this that would have insinuated what the code would have been, other than the chimera.
Right, other than that, no other words.
But at least then we know whether or not we can test this when Bongo completes your battery. We are able to, when we find the beacon, use the numerical code from Chimera. If it activates,
I did write out the letters or the numbers that we've encountered that were replaced so far, 403134, between Chimera and Dragon here in Dooms, and it comes out to DC half an ACD, and I don't think there's really anything there.
That is if you are replacing it specifically with a letter uncommon.
Right.
We also had an additional 4 and 0 from the Dragon as not a metaphor inside of Morgan Lux's room. We actually had it twice.
So another A. Oh.
But again, that is if you are correctly replacing it with the numerology. That would also only allow you to potentially go up to the letter K. This could be 40, but not 40, obviously, because we have 26 letters in common.
Right.
But something like 134 could be 13 and 4.
True, or 1 and 34. Yeah.
Not 34, there are 26 letters in common, unless you went back over again.
You're right.
He's thinking of Spanish.
See. It happens to us all. But
Yeah, maybe.
And how many letters are there in? What do you speak? Fey?
yes. How many letters?
How many letters?
No one has ever counted before.
No one has ever counted.
Again, this goes back to the how many things do I have on my person. We don't count in fact.
It is actually rude.
It is a waste of time. Speaking of, as he has brought up the letters, there was one other thing I had meant to mention before. Same woman at the corner again, never buys anything. A paranoid man, yes? What corner is he frequenting? And he also says never looks at the beacon. This means that the Morgan Lux was carrying the beacon around?
No,
Yeah.
the beacon. Or no, that's the spire.
Yeah, the beacon is.
Out on the surface.
Yes.
That's called the spire.
Yes. That is.
Because this is Beacon's End.
Correct.
Correct. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean the physical thing that you guys got from Morgan is the beacon.
Right.
Yeah, the
But-
signal tower is the spire.
Yes.
That
Okay.
is the thing that gets lit with fire to determine weather and other things.
So I'm confused as a paranoid man. Why would he be carrying this around?
He also wrote in one of the letters that lights were going off around him, and as we were carrying the beacon through the city, we noticed that lights were going off as we were carrying it. So he for sure was carrying it around.
I understand if he is paranoid and he does not want to leave it behind, that he would be concerned somebody could have, broken into his room.
But
Was
even
he
he
not
wrote he was
once-
calling attention to himself by carrying it because it was turning lights off around him.
Yes.
He knows something about the beacon that we don't.
He did not want it in the tower, where it's supposed to be.
I do not think it is supposed to be within the tower here, the signal tower. No.
Oh,
No,
I thought the battery for charging the spire.
perhaps.
And
Something similar to the
He
spire?
took it away. He didn't want it in the tower. Was it supposed to be in the tower?
No, it has no connection to the tower here. He found this outside in the dig from the Bumbledore man.
One important note to make sure, the Recovery Anchor class Chimera is etched into the actual device. It's not on the screen.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. So if you look where it says etched,
Yes,
underlined,
all these things are
Yes.
what
Those
are
things
just
are
etched
etched.
into
The
it.
rest
everything
is
above that is
flashing.
on the screen.
Okay.
Correct.
No, it seems odd for a man who is so confused by so many people looking at him that he notices one woman that is at the same corner, and there is no insinuation as to where this corner is. But he notes that she never looks at the beacon. Does this mean other people looked at the beacon? Curious?
She faces away from the beacon.
Perhaps?
The only corner away
Maybe
from
she
the
wasn't
beacon.
noticing the odd occurrences that were going on around her.
Perhaps?
She could
Or
have
maybe
been
she
blind.
was and was making it a point to not look at him so she
That's
didn't call attention to him.
Correct. That is what I think the paranoid man has noticed, that of all the other people that would look at the beacon out of curiosity, this one woman chose not to.
And
That
he
is what
wouldn't
made her
have tri-
stand
He
out.
knew that. We had thought that he didn't know that the beacon was turning the lights off because he had written lights are turning off around me. What if he did know, and that's why he's riding there? She didn't look at the beacon instead of she didn't look at me, because he knows it's the beacon doing it, not him.
Correct?
So she wouldn't be if lights were turning off and he was calling attention to himself. or it'd really be the beacon calling attention to him, so he'd write as a madman. She didn't look at the beacon, not she didn't look at me.
Perhaps?
I think that's a good point. We might. Where do we know that he wrote these notes? Do we know?
You all found these, correct?
These were
found
in the Archimedes chimney, right?
No, these were in the
would,
grinning house on the floor of the room that he had
Like
there.
under the bed or
I
something.
say
Yeah.
we just go check the nearest corner near there.
I also would take Damon's recommendation and thought that the woman might have been blind or unable to understand what was going on in her environment that made her stand out.
If she was blind,
She was not looking at the beacon. The only one. How do you not look at something flashing above your eyes, turning everything on and off, and everyone else look? You look at what they look. We know this. We love the drama.
it could be that there is a much more innocent reason as to why the woman did not look. That is possible.
Unless the woman wasn't there.
Is the
It's
woman a statue?
perhaps.
I don't. Do we know of any
He's
statues?
like, that lady didn't look at me. It's like, it's actually just a statue of a woman.
I think our better question is maybe we
not
should
looking.
try and figure out what
Yes.
areas he
where,
frequented.
where? Yes, I agree with the Mark II. This is a good idea. Also, do we know of any other lifts? Like it says, man near the lift twice today.
There would be, in addition to the walkways that lead from the base of the cistern tunnels up to the top of the mesa to the high spire, there are also lifts that go directly from that up to the high spire without having to go up the
Okay,
ramp.
like mine shaft style lifts.
Yeah,
almost?
yeah, they would definitely be rust, like cabled up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a numerical number of these that would be reasonable for us to assume there are in the city at all?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's
Because if it's like there's 50 lifts, then
no.
fucking...
It's like 5 to 6 at most.
So
Because it would only be around that market area of the mesa.
I do think Mark II is onto something though with going back to the most proximate areas that the Morgan Lux would have frequented. Also, in your vision, what you remembered, where were you in the city when you saw this interaction between the Morgan Lux and the cloaked figure?
Oh, it wasn't a vision. It just was calling back on the memory.
You physically witnessed.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
thought you
this-
had a premonition or a dream.
No,
that would
no,
have been
no,
much
I
more
was-
magical and interesting.
Sorry, no, I was there.
It's
You
not
were just
interesting
there?
at all.
Yeah, I was simply there. I was.
An opportunity wasted. You were there. Where?
It was above ground.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up your document.
It's written, I think, maybe on a piece of paper.
That also
I
makes
had.
sense too, because the lifts are going from the cistern tunnels all the way up.
He would have been going all the way up
All
to be
the way
seen
up.
with the eyes glowing, like
Yes.
walking,
Correct.
hanging
And
out
they're
the mesa.
only on the surface, not subterranean, these lifts. These are only surface market up to the high spire to the top of the
Yes.
mesa.
So
Got it,
this was
okay.
the rear walkway above Ash's Row, just
Yes,
after
which is
Soulbound.
the edges of the market in the direction of where the sorting annex was.
Rear walkway above Ash's Row.
Yes. Yeah, it would have been it would have been effectively one of the pathways on the very edges that leads to the end of the high spire above the sorting annex.
And the Luminarch market is the one above, correct?
Correct. Yes, that is right. Yep.
Roughly where in relation then is the telescope that was it fucking Richard had?
It was near Richards.
No, that was.
Or was that Alistair
That's
Wendell?
That's Alistair.
Alistair
So
has
where
the-
his house is more towards the center of the market, and
Okay.
it goes up and flips down
Okay.
for him to be able to watch.
Yep. Okay.
I need to
Pervert.
find. He is a pervert.
Ah!
It's pervert!
Our first job was for a pervert?
Of course.
You're
Of course.
criminals. Of course.
But no, I think
Sometimes
if
silly,
we
sometimes
can make a path from the Grinning House for where the real Morgan Lux would have been to the most proximate lift for going up in this direction, It is a chance for us to see whether or not there is a blind woman that constantly hangs out on a corner, a statue, or if there is no one curious there at all. We can also see what other shops and things are in the area. You guys can do your best ways of talking to them, getting what information out of them that you possibly can. You guys are very good at interrogation, yes?
Yeah.
I am.
That's Damon's job.
What is your job?
Big scary.
That
Circus.
I look pretty.
Big scary circus looks pretty.
Pretty.
And your
Honey,
job?
you're wasting your money.
You wouldn't believe it, but the hands.
Punching.
Yes.
All right. And your job?
I mean, I did the art.
The art.
Don't undersell yourself, Jen. You are quite the.
So we've got handsome robot, the hands, the art.
Can you put some hands? So it's handsome and some hands.
No. And then angry mustache.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, fine. Some hands.
Yay!
Handsome robot, some hands, the art, angry mustache.
Yeah.
Just know Pierre usually makes the titles, so you are very
We might work on some renovations for you.
Pierre will observe and
Yes.
think of this.
So Pierre is the observer.
Yes.
Pierre
I'm gonna
looked
write
at
that
watching
down.
Pierre like when people
Why
watch
would I
Pierre.
write it down? We already know it.
So you know.
I know it.
But what if we need to know?
Are you taking my paper?
I might need it.
The observer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pierre.
Pierre.
So then, that is where we must go. To the grinning house and walk the path to the closest lift. You are also saying that you do not remember where you have heard this curious thing from, if
No,
it is with
That is.
art or poem.
I don't know for sure that I've ever heard it, but it feels like it feels familiar in some kind of way. Like maybe I read it in a book somewhere. I mean, I have a relatively extensive educational upbringing, so I don't know if this is from.
You are lying?
What?
Surely this is jest?
No.
Yes, you are very educated, and very talented, and beautiful, and
Jen
so
spotted
fancy.
him talking to the person up top.
Yes.
All right,
And-
you didn't have to say all that.
See, I am telling the truth.
Dust does not lie.
I wouldn't play cards with that
Why?
with that face.
Are you
I'm
alright?
playing cards.
Why are you playing cards?
I'm gonna give a. Can I roll to give an intimidation scare to
Sure.
Chelsea?
Intimidation?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll an intimidation check.
What do I?
You rolling?
What do I roll?
You roll-
There's an intimidation
skill
check.
check.
But
Yes.
like, what do I roll with?
A
A
D20.
20.
It's the whereabouts that we know from cross-referenced with the rumors that
Okay.
we were given as well. So it's like kind of to give you somewhat of a roadmap.
Yeah.
And then on the other side.
Yeah.
And I have to roll against it.
A little radish man. Yeah, I made
17.
Beatman. I made Beatman over in the corner there.
17. Sorry, yeah, roll insight.
Note taking.
Yep.
Beatman.
18.
That's a good question. What does intimidation roll against?
Oh, for,
charisma
like-
saving throw?
I would say charisma save.
Yeah.
I mean, usually ability checks hinge on other ability checks. Like,
I had to roll insight.
yeah, like insight I think is reasonable, but like it's not often that when you're ability checking somebody else, it's against an
Yeah.
ability.
Well, so like insight, if you were trying to lie to like hide you would roll deception against the insight. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like if you were actively rolling to prevent like
Maybe like
I'm
performance.
rolling to make Chell scared and shut up. Or
because
not Chell.
you don't have a
Andy.
passive charisma score. So I don't think you could use a passive. You
Yeah.
have-
Maybe you
Yeah,
just
I
roll
wasn't
persuasion.
saying to use
Maybe-
passive.
Maybe
Well,
you-
no, I know
Yeah.
you're not saying
Okay.
to, but like, so if let's say you were
Roll
making an
persuasion
insight
against
check,
it?
or you were trying to, someone's lying to you, you think they're lying, rather than making an active check, you could argue, what's your passive, you know?
Oh yeah, no, we've instituted that as a rule for where like the villain in a campaign, if they're interacting with you, they have a passive deception score effectively.
Yeah.
They're not ever like actively rolling against you. They have like the plus 16 or some bullshit,
Yeah.
like some very high number.
Yeah, so I think in the spirit of like deception, insight, you know, what would you roll against?
Yeah, intimidation.
Yeah,
I would say
I mean,
persuasion,
if it's an
probably.
NPC,
I think charisma save makes the most sense because you're trying to maintain your composure in the face of someone trying to like intimidate you to not.
That were to be like a constitution.
Yeah, Constitution's more like bodies save, like charisma, spirit, and emotional
Yeah.
save.
the
That's
internet's
where-
thought is that you are rolling again as the DM doing it for NPCs. I'm setting a threshold in which someone can be intimidated.
Right.
Player to player, the general thought is that it is a wisdom insight check to
Yeah.
see through the threat
Yeah.
that you are attempting to do with
To
the
see that it's a
intimidation.
bluff.
Yeah,
right? Just
that.
like an
Correct.
active
What if
threat.
it's
Okay,
not?
So
that
I
makes
didn't-
sense too.
Yeah, but what if I'm not blind?
So you fail.
It's a fucking promise.
And then
I
that's where
would like to
competitive,
then.
like, maybe.
Well, it's also whether you believe it or not. You do not believe.
I don't. I would like
That's
to
true.
flex and maybe
That's
like
more of
bark
how
a
to
little bit
phrase
back.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna intimidate back.
Yeah.
Woof woof.
It can be intimidating.
So roll an insight check.
Me?
Yes.
That's another D20.
Yeah.
Is it a 1, Chell?
Not a nat one.
Well, I got a nat 2. What's my insight
It's
passive
just
shape
check?
it up to
puppies
be-
barking at one another.
Shape it up to be
No,
a
no,
good
it's your
time.
insight,
Yeah, under
Plus
abilities.
4, so
Oh
it'd be
fuck.
6.
Okay.
6, okay. What's yours, Chell?
-1. No, it's a 1, but not
it's
a
a
nat
dirty
1.
one.
It's a
dirty,
dirty one.
one. Okay. So you
That's almost
you
worse.
make a
Yeah.
face at Andy. Andy just kind of raises her eyebrows and makes a face back, and it's some goofy shit.
It looks
I think they both got to use the bathroom.
Anyway,
What were y'all talking about?
I don't even remember.
So
I'm
we
gonna
need to
scurry
go.
on down this
I
ladder.
was asking about your contribution to the group and what your title would be, and then we went over Pierre as the observer, and then you.
Oh, and then you laughed at me saying that I have an educated upbringing.
I did.
Yeah.
Why?
It was a joke.
It
Yes.
was not a joke. No.
Oh,
She's very
It
smart.
wasn't a metaphor.
forgive me. I have misread the situation. I am not from here.
That's not an excuse for whenever.
yes,
you-
it is.
Why is it not an excuse?
Who says you?
Damon, you're going down the ladder. I'm gonna follow. Where are we going?
I'm scurrying down the ladder so that
I
way
do
I
not
can
know what her
continue
education is
investigating.
Can you help?
Sure.
Call me ugly.
What's
I'm gonna help
your
him investigate.
education?
Where do we go?
They're going down the ladder.
What are we going down the ladder for?
Because
Because we're going to leave the cistern tunnels.
and I want to investigate where the body was actually found, like the exact spot where his
Just
body
move
was.
into the next spot.
Oh, gotcha. So the body was found at the top of this hole, I thought.
Nope.
You
Direct
suspended on
That's
the
why I
floor.
did this drawing.
Gosh.
We're up here. There is a hole that goes down. This
Yes.
is the additional pathway. The mouth of the cave is like right here. He was hooked at the like lip
Entrance.
of the mouth of the cave.
Got it.
Exposed outwards to the public.
Got it.
So we're just now going down. There's now a ladder here. We're just going here, and he wants to look at the
Got it.
actual like
Understood.
rust hook and everything.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the rust hook still there?
The rust hook is no longer there.
Okay. I'm assuming there's probably like holes in the stone
Yeah.
where it was.
Absolutely. There is a clearly marked,
Piton.
gashed hole in the top of the stone there, yes.
I'm gonna take my lantern and just kind of eyeball around and see if I can find anything there.
I'll assist and also look.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and
Can I
roll an
roll
investigation check.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so you can see that despite this rust hook having been pulled out of the wall, it's not been like repaired over or anything. I mean, to the common eye, it just looks like there is a chip out of the stone. It was clearly jammed in with some force, which again you would know would have been done by the glass jaws. The rest of this area is, I mean, heavily foot trafficked. I mean, as you jump down the hole and kind of move out, someone brushes past you heading into the cistern tunnels at this entrance.
My wallet.
There's not much visually here. I mean, this was 6 months ago. There's really nothing aside from that hole has not been repaired. The hook has just been removed.
At that height that he was at, with taking a look at it, is there any... I mean, I don't anticipate there to be, because like they would have obviously had like some form of like crime scene cleanup of some kind, but is there any like trace remnants of like blood, wax, ink, paint, anything in the area that's kind of smeared or smudged on the walls?
So the hook was hanging down and he was hooked through, not up against the wall, but over the mouth of the tunnel. So it was hooked down, jammed
like
into
a
the rock
J.
above. Like a J hook.
Because it was a shepherd's hook.
It was a shepherd's hook that he was wedged on. As you're scanning your light here, you see below the spot where the hook would have been, there are more very, very small pips of this slip wax still, but there's not blood or anything visible.
Okay. The body had already been cleaned up when we first came here.
Correct.
In Ulysses' like debrief of what the scene looked like, because we would have assuredly talked about the scene. It would have looked like he was definitely killed elsewhere and then hung up here.
Yes.
Like there wouldn't have been enough blood from the hook.
Correct. And I believe the glass jaws did indicate that they went in the room through the back door, killed him, dragged him out, and then made it ritualistic to make it look like another Fey syndicate.
Correct. They were trying to replicate the Glimmer Folk and the dragon.
And the dragon at the same time, correct. But yes, definitively he was already dead at this point.
So they want to go and check on his last few stops.
Right.
See what he saw walk the path.
See what that woman was all about.
Yeah. I want to know more about the actual crime scene, because I want to know what they know about the body. If there was an autopsy report or something like that that was filed.
Do you think we should talk to the glass jaws?
That's the other thing, is I also do want to still talk to the glass jaws.
Just because Chell can't remember, did we know what the motivation was for killing Richard? Or not Richard,
Morgan?
Morgan, yeah.
They said that he was a bad man doing bad things, and his presence in the city was becoming a problem because he was out of his mind.
Did we ever find out from them how they knew where he was?
He was actively like running around the city in a mania.
Right.
And they, again, through their own eyes and ears in the city,
they tracked him to
that location.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Which now, again, you are all suspecting that he did not in fact stay there and it was the doppelganger.
Right.
But there is traces of slip wax.
There. And question about zest.
Yes.
Is there any zest that we would know of that would very quickly detox somebody?
Like a Narcan?
Kind of. I want to say like there's one called Clarity, but I don't think there was one called Clarity.
I think there is, and I think Clarity just like makes you like focus better. It's almost like Adderall.
Yeah, there is zest is a clarity drug. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like he was taking citrus blood, which gives bursts of hyperlucidity, but he was just crashing constantly. I'm trying to think of if there was any drugs that he could have taken that would have like straightened his ass the fuck out.
He was also,
that he would seem normal.
What was the other one he was taking?
He was also taking
one that was giving him the
Merc
eyes.
Moss.
I wonder if he could also just not take drugs and then appear to be normal, right?
There's also clean sleep.
That's what it was.
Clean sleep, but then he was also taking Merc Moss, and he was also taking Citrus Blood, and it seems like with the amount that he was doing that it would have done irreversible changes to him. Like he would have been strung out for some
Are you
time.
posing that he had a moment of clarity when he was
I'm
back?
trying to think of if he could have gotten his hands on some sort of zest that would have gotten rid of the mania.
We do
Entirely.
know of a zest that treats rust madness. Yes.
I don't know if I would call that rust madness, though. It's drug madness. It's
Yeah.
not from the rust.
Do we know that?
Rust
we
madness
also
is
don't
caused by
we also
rust.
don't know where his madness started.
Do we know that he didn't have any rust implants?
No, and that's a fair point. I mean, if he does have rust implants and he's going through rust madness, he could be taking the drugs to combat the madness. Self-medicating. I think
Or
we've made this conclusion before.
If he doesn't have rust, then it can't be rust madness.
Right.
And then
It could just be regular madness.
and then the zest isn't actually the zest we know of that treats rust madness isn't
Wouldn't
treating
do
the
it.
rust madness because it's not that.
I don't think he was taking the zest to treat rust madness. I think he was taking the zest just for fun. Not for funsies.
Well,
but
he is a former Claw of Thunder, right?
Correct.
And Claws of Thunder are the ones that have the zest that treats rust madness.
Correct.
So he would have been aware of that.
And more than likely
Perhaps.
would have been partaken if he was a drug user.
When the Fox followed the Morgan Lux over 5 years ago, exiled from Claws of Thunder. So we do not know when the development of the zest that is affecting the rust madness was produced.
Right.
He might not have had a top of overlap.
We've got a lot of corner pieces in this puzzle, and we got to find more connectings. I think we need to talk to some people to try and get some of these pieces connected before we keep positing things. I think we could probably posit ideas endlessly.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the corner near the lift then. That's the next plan, right?
If you guys want to follow the trail and walk where he walked, I gave Dawn the list of places that.
Yes, the locations that he was seen.
So it's got somewhat of a way around the Luminarch Market that you could almost see how he would have moved through that area if it was a regular movement. I think I want to try and Andy, if you want to come with me,
Go talk
I could
to
use
the-
your medical knowledge. We can go talk to the Glassjaws and see if they can dig up anything or if they have anything.
That could maybe help us solve this.
So that way we can tell if he had drugs in his system, if anything seemed off, if anything seemed weird, if he had any rust on him.
Well, and if they stabbed him too, I mean,
They shot him.
but they strung him up.
Yeah, they shot him, then they stabbed him.
But I'm saying if he had some kind of like rust
They shot
in
him
his
to make it look
torso.
like it was the dragon.
But if he had rust in his torso and they had to put him up on the hook, you're trying to go through metal. That's not an easy feat.
Yeah,
Well, these are all questions we can ask them.
yeah. And they might be able, if they don't have any of the answers, they might be able to pull something from the in-town authorities if they had any
So I would say
inspection.
there you would all know there are not authorities.
Yeah, yeah.
There is not authorities.
It's all self-governed.
correct.
yeah.
This is something that there
like, there's
would have
also
been
not like
used-
a medical examiner's office
Correct.
here.
Yeah. Right.
Like
Who cleaned up the mess?
that is probably the Reapers, because I do not think anyone here family-wise would have been coming to claim Morgan Lux.
Yeah.
Like, I think that you guys are positing questions that are going to end up going to the Glassjaws, and they're going to tell you, we shot him, and then we put him on a hook, and then we left. I do not think that they stayed behind to really perform an analysis or autopsy. I
What-
do not think they were analyzing this individual when they killed him.
But there still are unanswered questions about how they tracked him, what he was like.
yes, you
when
could
they
ask
found
about his
him.
demeanor
Yeah.
and his behavior, and that could be illuminating
The
for sure.
Reapers come in and they take the bodies, correct?
Yes.
Where do they go?
No one knows.
Yeah, you do not know. That is kind of the idea about the Reapers. That is why whenever we have been, involved with them, bang bang, goodbye.
Yeah.
Don't take our claims.
Was Morgan Lux a person to just have fun with drugs quite frequently? Who's to say that they took advantage of him and knowing that he took drugs and started fucking with his drugs and or was trying to overdose him
It is fair.
Maybe. Also a possibility.
Yeah.
to bring out more suspicious behavior and maybe disguise that there is a other Morgan Lux about.
Perhaps.
Yeah. If you guys want to hunt
Maybe
down,
make the real Morgan Lux not look like real Morgan Lux and the fake one look real.
The Glassjaws also might have within their own ranks an individual that can look like someone else. We have not met them.
Yes.
they do.
Ah.
Truly, they do.
Oh. You were not joke?
No, they have a changeling in their ranks.
Well, you can ask them whether or not they were using this individual to fake be a Morgan Lux. They might have some insights as to what that might have looked like.
Forgot we've come in contact with a changeling before. Thank God you're the memory of this group, because good fucking lord.
So if you guys want to follow the trail, see what he saw, walk in his shoes, as it were.
Are we taking these two?
We're going together.
Oh. All right.
Presumably you wanted to see where it was that I saw him with the...
That would be great.
And then,
And
Damon and I'll go talk to the Glassjaws.
yeah. Unless Dusky would like to go.
So I just follow him.
Fair enough. I feel like he would have liked the Glassjaws, unfortunately.
We'll take
They have
Pierre.
how do you say, the drama.
Who's to say that I like them? I would like the drama though.
And where do we find you in future?
So we gotta head into
I don't
into the cistern tunnels. We can meet you back here. You know, say maybe an hour or two.
Do you two think that is sufficient time for going to these locations? I do not know the beacon's end as well as you two do.
We have the walkies, don't we?
You do, the four of you do.
I can get you. Yeah, we can chat with each other. We can reach out to one another.
You two have communication?
We can check
Oh,
in.
well then yes,
when
this
we're
is
done.
good. We are able to communicate
I forgot
across
we had
distance.
those.
Then yes, we shall go stalk this old orv. Talk to him. The old
She's a nice lady.
Oh, and
Oh, you said Orv.
if you guys are
Yes.
going to be in the Luminark market, if you could stop by, there's a food booth. That,
food booth.
yeah.
Chowder.
No, it's the one run by the little armadillo folk.
Oh, I love them.
They-
Little kid.
They got
yeah.
grilled fruits and such. It's delicious. If you could pick me up some grilled fruits, that would be incredible.
He wants us to buy his lunch.
That is beyond sweet.
We already had Pierre make espresso, and now we
Exactly.
buy lunches. Just because we bring in the money does not mean you can
So send out Pierre.
No,
Pierre.
you did.
Pierre, you have money.
Yes, Pierre have money.
Well, then you can go buy the fruits.
Okay.
Grilled fruits.
Yes, of course they are delicious.
Pierre.
Pierre will find some.
Pierre.
I'm trying to say it with because I'm like, yeah.
Pierre.
Yes.
Would you like to come with us?
No.
Okay.
I stay with this dog.
Okay. I figured I'd ask. Stone man.
Yes, Pierre, you go get fruits. We shall find you in some time.
Yes,
at
of
this
course.
fruit stand. I do not know how long it takes to grill a fruit.
Pierre will find you. He will run around very quickly to the few spots on your list.
you
And if
could-
you are not there, he will go to the next one.
If you could figure
You're so
out
smart.
the secret to how they grill their fruit, that would be great. 'cause
Pierre
then-
will watch very
Put the
very
fruit on the
closely.
grill.
Well, because then we can take that recipe and bring it with us wherever, and it's a new
And
it's a new
make
thing
sure
that you
you
can
smoke
make.
your
Yes,
cigarettes
Pierre will talk
near
to the
the
chef.
fruits and give it a nice smoke.
That is true.
That is
This is a
secret.
good idea.
See, we make it better.
Yeah.
We are always about improvement.
Virgin
Yes.
espresso.
Yes, when we travel out in the desert, Pierre will replicate this grilled
Grilled
fruit
pineapple
precisely.
tastes delicious. I wish it tasted a little bit more like a Marlboro Red.
This is the French way to cook.
Smoked fruits.
Goodbye. he
Break.
sachets off.
Pierre.
Me and Andy are gonna shimmy up the ladder and make our way into the tunnels.
He's Sasha, you guys are shimmying.
Yeah, we're
It's
doing a musical
more of a
number.
scurry, I guess.
Fluttering.
So then we go back start from Grinning House and make the walk to the Old Orv.
I'll have these 4 go first because
Yeah.
since we're splitting up, once they are done and you guys rotate in, then if DJ wants to drive home,
Yeah, appreciate it.
rather than do it the other way around and have you sit there and
Yep,
then, and then
wait.
come back.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
correct.
appreciate that. Yep.
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 Just like, where are they going?
It's
No,
okay,
she's
man.
not.
Yeah, back to the Grinning House.
Back down into the cistern tunnels to the Grinning House.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Ugh, I hate these tunnels.
Yes, the dampness is not good for your hair.
No. I need Pierre to make me a spider silk hat later, and it'll fix me all up.
A walkabout bonnet?
Oh, yes.
A walk bonnet?
I'll walk up on it.
I walk in bonnet.
Do you guys just
Yeah, the entire
time.
time. The entire time. Like the most annoyingly mundane, pompous yapping you've ever experienced in your
Anyway,
life.
I saw you know where we got that soup the other day? It was, you don't even know. I found in the paper that they were actually doing some terrible things to their wife. And guess what? Terrible thing it was.
Was it making her test the soup?
He gave her a perfume, and it was garlic.
No,
They
that is
put,
not,
it was so bad the
that is
whole
a
town
stench.
complained,
That
and then
is a
put it on the
stench.
paper. How can a husband do this?
This is abuse. We must kill him.
Anyway,
It
I
is a
could
shame.
never imagine that happening to me.
Escalation.
She will be better off without him. She will not smell of garlic. Anything is better than this.
Yeah.
I shall add him to the list whenever Pierre we find him as the fruit man. We shall
yeah,
say
so we
we
need,
must kill the stinky soup guy with the garlic wife.
Make this a woman a whole new woman.
Exactly. We shall give to her some kind of
Imagine the
dowry.
before and after makeover.
We could do such a charitable thing for her. Give
And
her a
then
new
we
look.
make it another paper.
Clothes that do not smell like garlic.
Another title in the paper just for us. And the
yes.
clipping we can add to the scrapbook. Oh,
We can be called
Oh look, we made it.
the rescuer of widow.
yes, the rescue window. But,
Oh well, look,
The Grinning House. We're here.
it is so nice.
But no
You
one's
two were so
smiling.
quiet upon the walk.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, so I just was really thinking
Such terrible
about that.
communication skills. Not even contributing to a conversation.
I'm gonna go light the cigarettes.
She literally just goes into an alley and starts smoking alone. Where is Old Orf? Do either of you two know? You have been to this individual?
We've not been to this.
You were told that it
individual.
was a shop topside.
So we have to go from here, presumably, to the. Why are we?
We're starting here. We're walking towards the most close lift. And then, if our plan is to go stalk Old Orv and he's topside, we can take the lift topside and then go after Old Orv.
Yes, we are trying to
So
see
we're
if...
kind of doing like a.
Yes, whatever it is. Paying attention for some woman and an individual with a coat. Man near a lift with same coat.
Wait, so the man.
There's a man near a lift. He was there twice. There is a coat.
It's a plain and simple, really.
Yes, we are going to go to a lift, look for a man with a coat, and say, "Is this the coat you always wear?" And he will say yes, or he will say no.
And then I'll give him judgment on his coat.
Exactly.
I'm screaming.
From
10
the
feet
alley.
away.
And we are looking for a suspicious woman.
Possibly a statue.
Perhaps a
Possibly
statue.
blind
Perhaps a blind woman. We are also able to see whether or not there is an individual that works. Is there like a lift man? Like somebody that works the lift for people?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We can ask the lift man if he has seen the Morgan Lux going up and down. There are all
He's
kinds
wearing
of
a
people.
coat that says "Lift Man."
He might,
on
in
it.
fact, be. And that could be a very simple answer to the curiosity here. And the woman might be his wife, who is hopefully not smelling of garlic. That would be 2 men we would have to kill to prevent their wives from continuing with such stench.
That would
It
be
is a hard
problem.
life.
What if they like the smell of garlic?
Then we would have to kill the wife instead.
Yes, and then they both bad people for doing
Yes, no one makes perfumes of garlic.
it. Imagine, it was so bad they made a paper about her.
Are there vampires in this universe that we know of?
Count a word.
Creatures immune, or not immune.
Yeah.
Susceptible to
There's,
garlic.
there's vampires. Yeah.
Maybe he was protecting her from vampires.
Is that a combat plague? We could kill the vampire. We could get to know the vampire. The vampire might actually have nice things. They usually have nice clothes.
I mean, they don't like garlic for one.
And that is a good compliment to pay to someone. We
Maybe
might
they
actually
actually
become
have
friends with
some
this
good
vampire.
wine in their
We're
mansion.
walking to the lift and we're again
Yeah,
back to the
we're
fucking inane
just
yapping.
trauma.
Literally, even if they're trying to talk, we're just
Yeah, as
yapping
soon as you
over
started
them.
talking to me, I was like, all right, I'm coming back to the conversation.
Yep. So you guys make your way
Oh, look, we're here at the lift.
in the reverse through the cistern tunnels, up the cistern tunnels, out the entrance to the most proximate lift outside of this entrance to the cistern tunnel. And absolutely, yeah, there is a guy that as the lift descends down, the very similar to like the old elevator style where the doors kind of like ratchet open that are see-through, a half-orc steps out dressed in like an older looking but clearly at one time very fancy like bellhop's outfit, complete with a hat that does not match the color of the coat, but has been like pinned over with some other fabric to attempt to match it, but it is clearly different fabric. And he just stands and puts his hand behind his back.
We would like to use the lift, please.
Oh, yes, of course. And he
Steps in.
You are so gracious. Thank you.
Also, your hat has history, but if you want to make it new and more refreshing for everyone's eyes, I know a person.
Oh, that will be lovely, and this is what I have at the moment, but always looking for upgrades and suggestions.
Well, if you see anywhere, yeah, know of his name, and you will find him.
I will remember this, Pierre.
He will give you a much better look. It will appease me.
Of course.
Half-orc, yes.
And you operate this lift quite frequently?
Yes, I do.
And you have been doing this for some time.
Yes,
You seem quite good at it.
I am, yes.
And your name would be...
Crank.
And he kept all his limbs on him.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Crank.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance as well.
What got you into the lift business?
Well, it's a fine business. I'm a bit kind of strong, requires a bit of manpower to get the lift going. We have this lovely, reliable rust technology, and he smacks the side of the lift, but takes a little bit of a jump start. So, given the name, thought I might get into the lift business.
And you were named Crank at birth.
Yes,
The crank is crankening.
that's right, yes.
Do you have a ultimate move, perhaps? Your special crank move? That,
Oh, well, yes, why-
always gets it going, huh?
I grab the lever and I really, really get going with
You
it.
use two hands?
Yes,
I
generally
imagine this
speaking.
technology is a little...
Yes, it depends how many people are in the lift at once. Sometimes it
need two
requires a little bit
hands.
more to kind of jumpstart the motors a bit of the rust equipment, but yeah, it's not too difficult. Are we going to the mid mesa or to the high spire today?
we'll go to the first level, and then we have more questions to ask you and talk to you. I'm
Okay.
having a very chatty day today.
Yes, I'd like to have a little stop mid-Crank and then
Yeah,
continue.
I just want to sightsee, but we have to go further, right? So,
Yes, we need to go to the
but
High
we stop
Spire.
on the way.
Okay.
What is the mid?
So as there were walkways up that lead some through the cistern tunnels up to the kind of mid-level connection point, there are ramps then to the High Spire. The Hollow Prow Inn is on the mid-level of the mesa, not the very top. It's just the kind of sloped down section before it slopes down to the base. Then there are walkways that lead up to the High Spire. This is built in a way that you can get to either this mid-mesa or to a walkway that leads to the High
And
Spire.
then the
directly.
narrows are in
Down
the-
in the cistern tunnels, down
Yeah.
underneath the
Underground.
city. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yep, that's right. So he cranks, and you hear the, and it kicks into gear, and the elevator rattles a little bit as it goes up, and then smooths out.
This is a pretty satisfying journey. Have you ever used a lift before, Mark II?
Oh, I think I've used this one once or twice since being here, yeah. But I don't think I met Crank before. Crank, is it always you here?
This lift usually I try to get here early enough. Depends if I have to run an errand or not. Someone else might take my spot.
Oh, it's a first come, first serve?
Yeah, yes.
Oh.
So do you function exclusively on tips?
I do, yes.
Mark II, have you ever given him a tip?
No. I've not taken this lift, I don't believe.
Oh, well then, there are 4 of us. What is the customary tip for an individual like a trip like this?
People usually toss me a few silver, whatever they've got in their pockets.
Silver? People only give you silver?
Yes, it's just a kind gesture from folk. Occasionally you get the...
But you give the full
odd
Crank
people's gold.
experience.
Well, yes, but some people are less generous in that sense.
Not everyone has gold to spare.
It is
There are
Beacon's End after
people
all.
that don't have gold?
A lot of people.
Oh, I'll pull out 8 gold. There you are, Crank.
Oh my
2
God.
for each of us, I think, because 2 hands. This is
That's-
most sensible.
That's more gold than
As we go extra level.
anyone has ever given me. Thank you so much.
No one has ever given you more than 8 gold?
Not in one. I mean, maybe over the course of months that they've taken the lift, people going down from the high spire, but this is incredibly generous. Thank you,
Give
sir.
him 8 more gold.
Oh, dear God.
He quits.
Oh.
Get up there on your own, Mark.
The lift starts falling.
Wait, are you all right?
Yes, thank you. Very
16
generous.
gold is like we do maybe not even half of a job.
Thank you. I eat well tonight. Much appreciated. Well, for days.
Well,
This
you
is-
do it tonight. And you have a wonderful after dinner too. And then I give him 4 gold.
It is kind of fun watching his reactions.
I'll take the night off at the end of the night. Thank you.
Yes,
thank
Find
you.
a lover with all
Yes,
this
Crank, is there
gold.
love in your life? Is there a Mrs. Crank? Or a Mr. Crank?
Not currently. Currently looking for my Mrs. Crank.
You're looking for a Mrs. Crank?
Yes.
And you are how old?
I'm 37.
This is a prime young age.
That's very young. I didn't mean for it to be the exact age, but
Perhaps
yes,
one might
absolutely.
say the peak age in life.
Could, absolutely, yes.
I have only now entered into my wonderful years.
Yes, I've posted in the on the loggers board timber to try to find a
Mrs. Crank?
A Mrs. Crank, yes.
And you are looking for then a long-term lover, not something short-term?
No, long term.
I would recommend against timber then they are usually for a quick bark up the tree and then you kind of, leaf, if you understand my meaning.
Oh yes, I do. I do.
Might I recommend when you are at the well, when the individuals come up there with their sad tales, yes, of mourning?
Which well?
The one at the where people go and they burn the
Oh,
thing?
the beacon, like at night.
Yes.
Oh,
I would say that, perhaps you could go up there, find an individual that is around your age. It's hard at 37 to find somebody that is not, already lost a lover or,
I can find a widow.
we might have one in store for you very soon.
Actually.
And she will perhaps still have a hint of garlic smell about her.
That's okay. It's my favorite smell.
Then perhaps...
And,
Are you certain you are not interested in a Mr. Crank?
No,
Then
not most of the time. It depends.
sometimes for fun.
Sometimes for fun.
What about a situation where you are a, third individual entering into an already established partnership? Crank, consider this. At 37, there are many things that you have yet to experience, and perhaps this could be a good introduction for you.
Well, I've done it with like the timber thing that you mentioned. I didn't know that was for like a one-time thing. I thought they just didn't call back after.
I am so sorry.
But I've been in that, Three's Company business. It's not really for me.
Not for you? Well, then perhaps we will have to find a different individual to stew upon.
Thank you.
But this is good. We know now that Crank is looking for love.
He has preferences.
He has preferences. This is important. We know that the boundaries of consent are there for you and for the partners you are looking for. You have 20 gold now in your pocket to be able to take someone out on a lovely evening.
Yes.
Do not spend it all in one night.
No, of course
Do
not.
not know
Maybe
when we will take the lift again.
That's right.
It might be tomorrow.
It's
It
certainly
might
possible.
not. Doesn't that thrill you, though?
It does, yes.
The possibility that it could happen,
That it could, yes.
but it might not.
Yes.
But what might happen today is that as we reach the Luminarch market, I do have question. There was an individual maybe half a year or so ago. Were you working the lift here?
Yes.
There was an individual we were, as bounty hunters, looking for, and he has slipped through our grasp, but we are looking for information about where he might have been or have gone. Do you think I could get your assistance in
Of
maybe
course.
testing your memory?
Yes, anything I can help with.
A curious, manic elven man, a Mr. Morgan Lux. He might go up and down quite frequently.
Oh, the crazy guy.
The crazy guy! You
Yes.
know him.
I do, yes.
And he take your lift
He did, yes, several times.
several times.
A couple times in the same day. One of the times I ripped the fabric off my hat.
So rude. I'm so sorry.
He said I was
Tragic.
staring at him and then he ran out of the lift.
He said you were. Were you staring at him?
No, I try not to make direct eye contact with people unless I'm talking to them.
Were
But
you on the ground when he ran out of the lift?
Yes, this would have been when we were going from the.
So he didn't just like
From the
run out into
mid-mesa.
the air?
No, it was from Mid Mesa. Well, the doors, he couldn't. I mean, he did rattle against them quite feverishly to try to get out. But as soon as we reached ground and they opened, I mean, he threw pebbles at me and sprinted.
And was he wearing boots?
No, didn't have shoes.
A barefoot man?
I thought it was a bit odd, but speaking Zend after all, I mean, people will do what they need to survive, but he did, kind of run away yelling. But yeah, he took the lift up and down several times from here to the mid-spire, never went all the way up to the high spire.
Was there ever a day that he had a curious large satchel that he was carrying with him?
Yes, pretty frequently he had like a big bag with him.
And he would take this on the lift with you, and the lift would function no problem?
I'd have to
Crank extra hard?
crank extra hard on those days, yes.
Interesting.
It's a bit finicky sometimes.
Is there an actual light in the lift as we're going up? Because, like, if we're going in between areas that don't have any illumination,
pretty
like,
dark.
it
Yeah,
would
absolutely. There would be light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is all above ground, but even still, while it's never completely dark because of the two suns and only
Yes.
one of them sets, yes, there is a light in here.
be... Is it an oil or a rust light?
Rust light.
Did the light ever flicker or give you problems when the Morgan Lux was in the lift with you?
Yeah, as you mentioned it, yeah, light went out.
The light went out completely. What a curious man. This
Only
is-
sometimes, though. He did have boots a couple of times, now that you mention it.
He had boots a few times. On the times when he had boots, did he have the same satchel, parcel?
I mean, one of the times he had like a much larger bag, like about the same size as him. It looked like it was full of laundry or something. It was quite big.
Things that he carried?
Yeah, I mean, he dragged it off a little bit, not over his back. He like wrapped it around him.
And these,
Too much for groceries.
This person will be alone even with such items.
Sorry.
This person, the Morgan Lux, would be alone even with such items.
Yes, yeah, it was the. He had boots on and a big, tall satchel of sorts.
And you said you suspected it might be laundry. Did it give off some kind of particular odor or smell? Was it the, way he held it, the consistency? Because if it was a satchel of clothing, it would be quite odd for it to occupy the height of an individual.
Yeah. I only say that just because it was kind of lumpy in spots.
Lumpy in spots.
Yeah, and I saw like a cloak or something sticking out of the top of the bag, but he had his arms around it and kind of held it like, like you'd hold a big thing, and then he stepped back with it. He went from ground level up to the mid-spire. Or up to the mid-mesa.
And was he wearing boots when he did that?
Yes, that time. He didn't say anything to me, he didn't tip, but he didn't rip my hat on that occurrence.
And
So sometimes he would greet you, or never, or just get in the elevator and tell you to go.
Well, I'd occasionally get a nod, but shifty-eyed glance, but nothing.
Would he mutter to himself?
When he didn't have the boots on, yes.
The bootless days were quite crazy, huh?
Yes, there was a couple of times I think when he had the boots on that he might have been talking to himself a little bit, but it's hard to remember. I see a lot of people
I
every
don't
day.
understand, Crank, and
He's-
this is
he
also half a
sticks
year
out.
ago, but
Yes, he sticks out. He's a weird one.
yes, a very curious patron of the lift. But when you say that he had his arms, did it not seem odd to you that it might have been a body inside of this bag that the individual in the lift was carrying? You said a cloak was sticking out of the top of the satchel?
As it was very lumpy.
And yes, if it was lumpy, it could have been a person.
And
This
you
is why we are bounty
you
hunters,
are
Crank.
the crank. You carry the lift. You never lift somebody.
I
Someone off their feet.
hadn't thought about that. Was he a killer?
He was. That is why we are hunting him.
Oh,
we are
God.
bounty hunters trying to ensure that he does not harm anyone again in the future.
No,
Some
don't
things
think
are
it's
not.
it's
And I might have
not your
been-
responsibility to
No.
know what.
But I might have helped him escape with a body.
Crank, you do not know you are innocent.
Oh, God.
Crank, do not be hard on
You
yourself.
will get some medicine tonight with all that gloat, okay? It will be okay.
You live in Beacon's End.
Yeah, but and people are running away from stuff. It's not like there's, more than like 10 murders a day. That's
What do you think
that's,
they're running from, man?
Well, yes, I mean everybody's running for something when they come here. But,
Probably murder.
I didn't run from murder.
Wait, what did you run from?
I
Murdered.
I killed for sport.
Why do you think I got two strong hands?
I really just I would
I
strangle.
crank on necks
Every
all the
life I've
time.
had, I've murdered.
That's why he needs to find Lumpy because he's killed like 6 wives.
Yeah. He's too strong for them. He rolls over in bed,
Frankie the Eighth.
crushes them. to
Crank
death.
the choker, dude. Like Jesus Christ.
No, I tried to be a rail tracer.
And you were
work.
not equipped for the job.
No, those trains way too fast.
Did you get sick?
No,
He sneezed. Twice.
We heard you the first time.
excuse me, sorry.
He's allergic to the train.
He's allergic.
Thank you. No, we did a job where we rode a trail burner up and tried to climb on the side of a vehicle, of a moving train, a regular train, not a rush train. And that was okay, but then we did the same thing with a rush train, and I didn't hook one of the guy's belts onto mine correctly, and when he leapt off onto the very quickly moving train, he was pulled under and killed immediately.
This is horrifying.
So that didn't work out so well. So I left
Yes.
and ran from that, and now I work the.
So
the
let me
lifts.
get this straight. You were responsible for the death of a man, and you had to flee.
Oh God.
That is more manslaughter. It is an accident. It is not so much
wasn't
murder.
accident. It's not. It's not.
Can I roll
murder, it's
insight
like-
for being an accident?
Yeah.
That's a 19 on it. I don't remotely know what my insight bonus is. It's probably like a 4. It's a 0, so a 19.
The guy was kind of an asshole. he was really
He had
rude.
it coming, one might
He
say.
was rude to all of the other guys on the crew. And I can't now, thinking about it, remember if I forgot to tie the knot correctly or if I just made a mistake. Like, I don't know if I've, talked myself into the fact that it was
These
an
can
accident
happen.
or if I consciously, left it untied and watched him get sucked under the wheels of the train as he like yelled for
I
help.
mean, what was your thought afterwards? Like,
Was it
that
really
was kind of cool.
excitement?
You always dig into the insights of
Yeah, why
people's
not?
darkest memories.
Why not?
I mean,
mean,
he
it was
stopped
fascinating.
cranking. I mean, we're gonna be on this elevator. For
Yeah,
another
until he
little-
cranks again, we can't leave.
There was a lot of adrenaline.
It is an exciting thing, is it not? Perhaps.
How about you work it out with that crank
Yeah,
there?
Genevieve's
Yeah,
gonna
sorry.
start.
My mistake.
No. No rush, no rush. So
Well,
then
I don't want to hold up the lift for other folk.
you're not holding. They can wait.
They can't wait.
They will wait.
You're just gonna get your lover.
So then, Crank, out of curiosity, if you were given a different opportunity for work, would it be acceptable to you to try again at your hands for things? You have exquisite hands, and we are always looking for more assistance.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I kind of like the lift business. I get to talk to a lot of folks, hear stories, forget about mine.
So then, if we were to send Pierre to you at some point, and he were to ask you for a photograph and a couple more thoroughly written statements about your experiences here in Beacon's End and meeting Dusk and I, which is, I think, in and of itself, kind of a monumental thing
Oh,
in
you're
life.
gonna tell all your friends, if you had any, about us.
Yes,
Yes, of course.
About them.
yes, about Dusk and Dawn.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
understand.
And about how kind and generous we were to you.
Yes, of course.
We will also make word of you in our novels that Pierre writes about our memoir. We will talk of Crank in such positive light as a man who was so helpful in chasing a terrible individual through Beacon's End as we pursued a murderer.
And
Yes.
everyone's gonna love your new hat.
New hat, new
Yeah.
outfit,
I
whole
will-
new Crank,
I
perhaps?
will use these to upgrade my outfit and get a new hat.
And perhaps find love, not on Timber, but with perhaps someone more garlicky for you. It's not
It's
for
so
us, but it's
nasty.
for yes. Perhaps it is the pungent nature of it that will cover some of the other odors of loving. It is acceptable sometimes. You look confused.
It's like a Mr. Beast video.
That is kind of the idea.
Like, we gave this man
20
We
gold.
gave this worker 20 gold.
Look at his stupid hat.
How he fucking rules.
This motherfucker's lonely, barely holds a job, and has
no one
disgusting
loves
clothes,
him.
and he loves stinky women.
And he killed a man.
And he killed a man.
Will
At
he kill
least
again?
one.
Let's make him famous.
Exactly. So then, as we get to the top and the lift kind of like opens up
Yeah.
again, as we kind of shoot the shit with him for another like minute or so as we get to the height, Pierre will find you eventually, perhaps later this evening, perhaps tomorrow.
Okay.
Pierre has some other things that he, must assist us with this evening.
Sure,
As
yes.
we are
I'll-
still investigating murders.
That's right, yes.
We're doing good work.
Yes, of course.
Look
Thank
at us
you.
being good.
I will be here
guys.
tomorrow as
Then
well.
we shall send Pierre your way with some kind of replacement or additional fabric for him to weave
Whatever
something
he
better.
desires.
Would you like your
Either-
hat to say something?
Crank.
We could have him do that in silk embroidery, something beautiful,
Yes,
luxurious.
Little
Well,
shine
if it's
to
too
it.
luxurious, people are less likely to tip. So if it could be like aged a little bit, I don't want it to look brand new
All right.
because then it's
No one's tipping
You
you
think
anyway.
people tip you more because you are down on your luck? Well, that is actually what we did, so I guess he has a point.
Oh.
if
We
I
did
look.
tip him out of pity.
Yes, I mean these are made
Well, we
up
also
of two
needed to
separate
ask
outfits
questions.
that I found.
You
I've
found
had to
the
kind of
outfit?
Yes.
Was there a dead man in the lift that had worked the lift that you took his clothes?
No, there was a circus in the Narrows, different circus than the one that's there now, and they had an act. Did you? They had
And
an
then I heard a
act.
different one.
Fuck it.
Archie went, whoop.
They had an act in which they launched a man dressed as a bellhop out of the cannon at a bell. And it was really beat up at that point. They were going to get rid of it.
That's so
The
So-
man?
No, the outfit.
Oh.
So I bought it off of them and kind of stitched together the arms and things and fixed the hat, which was okay until a crazy man ripped it.
Understood.
Hard to repair it.
Well, then, yes, we shall send Pierre your way. He shall assist in making things look a bit more vintage, but put together still. Fabulous, but not too fabulous.
Okay.
You will
Fabulously disgusting.
Yes, you will give Pierre a couple statements. He shall write them down. He shall take your photograph.
Okay.
You shall pose. Perhaps he can give you a spare as a way for you to advertise yourself on the dating market.
Oh, and
That would be
maybe
helpful.
you'll make a post and everyone will be like, oh, I know this guy. He takes me up the little lift.
Yes.
Wow.
And you must also think of a statement for your profile for dating. Something like,
I'll lift you up.
perhaps, or something like I could ring your bells. You know,
I like that one.
it works for a satisfied lover of being able to know that ding ding, it has happened.
Yes, that's pretty good.
You should also get a little bell then,
Oh yes, I'll have to.
a dating bell.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Ring
This is-
for,
More than just your ringer. It is so silly. Have a good day, Crank. You two
Okay.
are so quiet. You are not helping at all with this work on Crank.
we got so much information.
As we're leaving the lift, Genevieve would slip a gold to him.
There were only 2 of us on this.
Yeah, I got the picture.
Yep.
Thanks.
No, he hasn't gotten the picture yet.
Right. He doesn't.
Perhaps
Yeah,
his
maybe
memory
he's
from
just
being
so
in the
eager.
lift.
He's
Yes.
so excited. Oh,
That is
such
true.
a sweet poor man.
To old Orvs.
So Old Orv is on the base level, against the market. If you guys are going to the,
That's where we were, right?
that's where you were before you went in the lift. Now you're at the mid mesa, of which if you're trying to get to the walkway where she was overlooking,
Yes.
then that.
That,
Yeah,
yes.
I told him to make a midpoint stop so we could talk to him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because I thought the goal was to go up to the high spire to look at where he was seen.
Yeah, because that's where for
Perched.
us we had it
Yeah,
like
I don't
Luminarch Market.
I don't know what
Yes.
this is a lot of things. I don't know if we're gonna make it through all of these.
No, I'm gonna get you to the thing and then switch.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
then.
So there's Narrows level.
Yes.
Which does not have a lift. Market level, mid mesa, and then top
Oh.
mesa and high spire.
Okay, so then we skipped everything.
Yes, which is fine. I mean,
Yes.
you can go there and then double back.
Sure,
Because again,
okay.
if you're trying to follow the like up and down,
Down,
of it,
yes.
you're
We're
currently
gonna
at the
take a
level
couple
in
lifts.
which the Hollow Prow Inn is on,
Okay.
which then has the walkways that go up to the high spire.
Oh. Well, then if we're in the area of the Hollow Prow Inn, we are underneath the Luminarch point as it's coming out.
Correct. You're further down because
Yeah.
that's where you would have come up, but
Yes.
you're at the level of the
Down,
mesa in which.
Well, he
you were
said we're at the level of the Hollow Prow Inn, which is like up here.
Oh,
Yep. So
like
Luminarch
this-
would be above that on the top
Yes.
of the mesa with the,
Luminarch Market
with the
is
church
down
and
the
everything else. The
levels.
market
Okay.
is at the base level because the mesa slopes up.
Yes.
And then that mid level that has the connection points has the Hollow Prow Inn and some other very small shops.
Are they lifts like elevators or are they like ski lifts?
Elevator lifts.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up and down.
And then the High Spire is got. How do we get from That's these ramps,
bridges.
Correct.
right?
That's those ramps. Yes,
Yes.
that's
Oh,
correct.
that's even further up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the level you are at now has
Yeah.
ramps that go
Correct.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so then I would start walking, find the nearest ramp to go towards the High Spire
Sure.
in particular.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, yeah, since the High Spire is overlooking all this stuff, and it has a good view of both the Luminarch ship itself and then the signal tower, perceivably, that's something that, as we're walking, I would kind of be, walking backwards.
Sure.
So I could keep an eye on the signal tower and the Luminarch ship itself.
Sure.
I have my eyes peeled for women on the street,
Strange women lying in
strange
ponds.
wearing or not looking at stuff.
Sure.
It's, I think most people. So I'll
Yeah.
make note of the people that we pass.
Okay. Mark II, you looking for anything in particular?
Any street corners that look to be populated by a lot of vendors.
Okay, from above, obviously, because you're looking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'd be looking off the ramp down at what we
Yeah,
had just
above,
passed over for
correct.
the mid-mesa level.
Yeah, absolutely. And you would have gone. So, just for clarity for my head when I'm kind of prepping this visual description.
Yeah.
When you had come up and you went to the nearest lift, are you taking a walkway that is on the outskirts away from the market, or would you have gone more towards the market to look at the market?
So you've got the Luminarch market charted here.
Correct.
Does it not extend all the way up to these canopies?
It does. You'd be further even off of the picture, because you'd be where
Okay.
you'd have come up the cistern tunnels would have been the outskirts of that.
Okay.
So if you're
we'd
going
be
up-
all the way up here.
Correct.
Okay.
Which you're welcome to take any of the walkways, just for my visual description.
Yeah, there's
It
one
depends if
going
you're-
off here.
Right,
I
correct.
then would go back to the area for which we know some of the shops that he
Sure.
frequented
Absolutely.
would have been.
So you could get a bird's eye view from near the center
That.
market. You got it.
Because like
Absolutely.
the shops individually aren't marked, so like
Correct.
And also, where was the place that I saw him? That was
above ground rear walkway above Ash's Row.
Yes, so that would have been closer to where you took the lift up.
Okay. Because yeah, Ash's Row isn't on
not
here.
It's not.
correct?
It's off the map.
Then I would care more about the Ash's Row visual first.
Absolutely. Cool. Yep, and you'd be, again, still looking for vendors, even on the edges of the market here, looking for people standing on street corners and things, because, again, he was in both locations. So I will say the note that I will leave you with is you were walking backwards looking, you would see that the fire in the signal tower is illuminated with a blue flame, indicating that there is a pending storm. Coming.
Okay.
it hasn't stormed in a while.
But it will be nice, refreshing rain. It will be good to feel it on our skin.
So rejuvenating.
Exactly. As long as it does not mess up your hair or your makeup.
And that's why we have the walk on it.
See, walk about that. Oh, we also have umbrellas. I'm gonna flash out a beautiful,
Made out of silk,
Yeah,
which is
like silk.
exuberantly water resistant.
beautifully decorated
Perfect.
Fey umbrella.
You got it.
You want them coming in?
Yes, please. And obviously, any of the three of you are welcome to stay or leave if you would like to.
Hell yeah.
That's entirely up to you for
Just the three of them?
reclaiming your. Well, you live here, so
Where are you
You're
going?
allowed to leave.
Go outside.
Right?
yeah. DJ I know has a longer drive.
Yes.
You guys are welcome to do whatever you'd like.
I'll just bring my stuff anyway.
Because I live here.
It's gonna
In
take
this-
me a little
in
bit to
this
get my
room.
shit packed up.
Yeah.
but
Sarah gets trapped in here every night.
And Doug is asleep.
Is she?
Yeah, she's back there.
She's really cute.
This is where she usually, once she settles, she just
Yeah,
snoozes over here.
snoozes.
On my shirt, of course, that I take off.
She needs it.
Yeah.
it smells like you.
Thank you for the prime sub, John.
You're welcome. Consider it the tipful crank.
It's Crank Sinatra. Looked through my name list and saw Crank Sinatra, and I was like, "That's a lift man's name,
Gotta use it.
absolutely. That's got to use that one."
Crank's the name.
Lifting.
Cranking's the game.
Cranking's the game.
What- It's like Bender. What do you- but crank. Howdy. Pretend like I'm not here.
Okay.
Disrobe.
And dat robe.
Disendent.
Slowly. Eye contact, DJ.
Prolonged eye contact.
Please. Please.
Please. Forms. So the group splits. The two of you are now standing at the entrance to the cistern tunnel above ground, and you said you went back up the ladder.
Yes.
Cool.
So as to take the same pathway that we took to get to the glass jaws.
Sure.
from
Yeah,
before,
you could get there from either, but because you took it before from above, yes, obviously easier to navigate back that way.
You know, look and find the ghost sign on the wall.
Yep.
And
The dead bodies that are
Yeah.
probably gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bodies would not be there. You
oh yeah, because the Reapers would have come
Right.
taking them.
even from underground.
Yeah.
You would
That's alarming.
reverse. It's incredibly alarming. Yeah, it's not great.
We get to walk past the dead ghost train.
Yes, you walk
Did they
past
take the train?
the
Is the
bioluminescent.
ghost gone?
The train's still there. You'd walk past the same bioluminescent mushrooms beneath the old rail line within the narrows themselves, back to the entrance where you would know the glass jaws would be or were at the time, and presumably knock on the door or use your key card, which I think you still have.
They left. They allowed us to keep the token, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
It was like the glass calling
Correct.
card token to open the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it illuminated
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door. It didn't open it.
Yeah. It basically key beeps us in. Like, so
Correct.
it's like, oh, we have to check and see who's at the door, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. Walk
Yeah,
up.
you slip that
Yeah.
shattered glass card into the pedestal. See you, DJ. Good night. Thanks for playing. And you
Love
see
you.
that same. Yeah, love you too, DJ. Jail over your bees or whatever. The ring of light appears around the door, again illuminating. You hear that hiss of steam as the previously invisible division in this otherwise almost invisible panel of iron rockets up the riveted points of this door and forms into two distinct doors. The two of you walk up, and a few moments go by, and the door opens, and Damon, you are looking at Damon.
Hey, Slip.
Couldn't resist.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back.
Give him like that really good
Yeah.
kind of handshake.
Andy, good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Slip.
You mind if we come in? I got a couple questions for you.
Of course, come in. And he walks back. You can see that a couple of the glass jaws are not here. A couple of us are out doing some things, but
Which ones are not there? I do have the list already pulled up in front of me if you
Yep.
need me to. Because there's Echo the Elf, which is the shimmery assassin-y one.
Yep.
There's Slip.
yep. So there's
Torque.
Slip, Torque, Kindle, Rinse, Repeat,
Pins,
Pins,
Talon,
Echo,
and
then
Breaker.
Breaker is here. Echo, Talon, and Kindle are not here.
Okay, yeah, off causing havoc. Almost assuredly. So we had a couple questions for you about that Morgan Lux character. I'm sure you remember.
Yes, I do. Hard to forget that fucking weirdo.
Well, like we've been trying to track down some information just to better understand what's going on. It's when you guys were tracking him, did you ever find any inconsistencies? He's back.
You lose something?
My keys.
Oh, you forgot to give me a kiss. That's what it was. I think they're on the table upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice any inconsistencies with when you were tracking him? Crazy one day, normal the next.
We did see a bit of a mixture in behavior, but known to happen with taking lots of substances, especially what he was buying.
Sure.
Normally we see the slips into madness, but moments of clarity are certainly possible.
Yeah.
You
Did
gotta
you
be careful to not slip into a French accent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you assume his identity at any given points?
Yes. After we disposed of him to check out of the room, he needed to leave.
What was
Did
he
you
like?
spend any extended period of time while you were there? Like, did you stay there for a few nights? Like, drink, eat, talk to people, in and out?
No, as soon as we got rid of him, I doubled back through the tunnel, came out of the room, dressed as him, looking like him, and then checked out and left.
What was he wearing when you guys killed him?
Kind of ragged clothes, a cloak, no shoes.
So he was shoeless.
Yeah,
And that's the man that you found in that room.
yes.
Because
He was unconscious when we arrived.
He was unconscious.
Yes.
Like asleep or like he'd been drugged or knocked out?
He was in a... Stasis isn't the right word. More of a stupor, laying on the floor next to the bed. We walked up, 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, took the body out the back.
Because we were finding some inconsistencies in some of the stuff that we were finding out about him. That it was like, it almost seems as if we were tracking 2 different people. And one of my associates had posited that maybe, perhaps, there was another Morgan. That there were 2.
He would kind of lean back in his chair and put his hand behind his head and flip into an elvish man that you don't recognize. Don't know what might give you that idea. Certainly no doppelgangers in Beacon's End. And he would laugh and then flip back to your face.
Yeah. Well, as you said, you did assume his identity like once, but...
Not more than that. We don't like to, other than for cleanup, is the only time I would do it. I wouldn't want somebody that we're investigating seeing themselves. That wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
Especially not someone in that mental state.
Because, like, we're picking up all this information about him rambling, ranting, raving, smashing up mirrors and rooms and losing his mind, and then it's like we would hear about him staying at the Hollow Prow, wearing shoes, being quiet, being normal, nothing done to the room.
And it is odd. We took it as, we took it as he had both rooms, and when he was going on his drug-addled benders, that he would end back up at the Grinning House, and where he purchased the stuff, certainly. But when you're taking things to give yourself clarity and then sleep heavily, suppressing dreams, trying to reduce trauma, it's not uncommon with that many substances mixed for pseudo-fractured identity.
Do you remember who you got your information from about Morgan being there?
Mostly observation. We have people that we talk to around the city. We asked around in the market about him, but everyone knew the crazy man. People had seen him checking in, running up the mesa late at night. We took a guess at the Hollow Prow. Bastion said he was there.
Is there anybody you can think of that would point you in a direction to try and pull like a fast one on you? Someone that maybe had problems with Morgan, maybe knew that you would trust them, and I'm wondering if maybe Morgan was knocked out or drugged or something, brought to the Hollow Prow, and then false information was given to you about him being there, knowing that you would finish the job
did
out.
posit that probably somebody could have been tampering with his drugs.
We learned about his stay at the Hollow Prow days before we went there. We need time to set up how we are going to frame the things. It was not as if, we discovered he was there and immediately went
It's
to the
not
painting.
something you do overnight, no.
No.
And you had also heard word that he was staying at the Grinning House as well.
We did, yes. harder to get into the Grinning House, into those rooms, the way that they run things. But Hollow Prowl has the secret entrance to the painting. We are, well, one of my faces is friendly with Bastion, so he keeps to himself, but we knew that he was there. Not necessarily that he was in at the time specifically, but yes, the room was filled with a dark ale. He was taking substances. I suppose it is possible that someone spiked what he was taking, but it could be that someone brought him there, but the timing would have been
just seems odd because everything
so specific.
Everything we've been hearing is that he was somebody that drank gin. So it's like the idea of him drinking a dark ale some kind that was already weird, but then this man who rumors told he gave his shoes to a courier and ran around with no shoes on for days on end. Now suddenly he's composed and wearing shoes.
Do you know any other changelings in town that are for hire? Someone not afraid to take on an extra dangerous job?
Maybe even someone with ties to the Stera family?
Not in Beacon's End. No Steras here, but
Where are the stairs usually?
well, they're scattered around. They're secretive, other than the one that is, according to the Baron, in Soulspire Reach, but we plan to deal with that.
What
Or
do you
maybe
mean?
Highwind Landing, sorry.
Yeah.
And Highwind Landing, but we plan to deal with that.
Are you aware that there was a Stera in town?
Can't say that I am, but we're not exactly. We don't have eyes everywhere. We watch as much as we can, but we are busy.
Yeah, just days before Morgan passed, he was seen talking to somebody. We found out that it was quite possibly one of the Steras. So a flash of purple hair was shown.
That is generally the sign, unless someone is trying to disguise themselves as a Stera, but I don't know why one would. I mean, the name certainly brings around recognition. They're secretive, but they don't hide. I mean, they're wealthy.
This one went to great
notorious.
lengths to try and obscure their identity.
And my gut says that it is probably a Stera. I don't know why one would disguise as a Stera and then conceal that. I mean, if they are what I am, you'd just not be a Stera.
What do you know about the Steras other than that they're not typically secretive?
I mean, they are big into transport of airships. That is primarily where they have gotten their wealth from.
That's right, they're the airship magnate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Magnate.
Magnate, yes. They work in, I mean, sketchy circles, dealing with the trafficking of individuals and experimentations of rust on unwilling participants. Obviously not assigning their name to it, but they finance and are some cases involved in it.
Because Morgan Lux had found something and was trying to offload it to Bumbledore. Bumbledore didn't come calling, so then he went to try to maybe possibly give it away to the Stera. And the Steras didn't want it. Said he should have burned it.
I don't know what that could refer to. A letter, a book. refers to far too many things.
Sure. In the days leading up to you guys pulling off the job, did you put it into Morgan Lux's head that the dragon was after him? Hints or anything of that sort?
He was already, from what we heard, muttering about it to passers-by. Not loudly enough that common folk would hear it if you weren't listening, but...
Well, his whole room at the Grinning House was covered in a message saying the dragon is not a metaphor. I was curious if you were playing mind games with him days leading up.
We used that information for the reason that we masked the killing that way for those that might have heard it, but we put in the misdirect of the Glimmerfolk.
And why the Glimmerfolk again? I understand they do things with a certain flair.
Despite this obviously being the Feywild, the actual old powerful Fey that mostly confine themselves to Shimmervale, mysterious to most folks.
Something, a power that not many want to play with.
Yes, people normally stay their distance away from the old money Fey.
And old magics, too.
The old money, old magics, yes.
That's a good title.
It is.
Did
Write that
you-
down. That's a good one.
Did you happen to remember that changeling or any changelings in the area?
Yes.
His name is Bongo?
Bongo is a
It's functional, actually. You want to talk to Broccoli. Broccoli Rob.
Oh, you know Brock? Broccoli?
I mean, there are certainly on bounty hunter boards, there's a bar for bounty hunters in which I'm sure there is a changeling or two amongst them. I'm not sure that they specifically advertise that, but the Widow's Veil shop, Sister Mirabelle,
hate you.
she provides a lot of false deaths. There are certainly situations in which the death needs to be a bit more visual.
Yeah, the Asamar woman.
Yes.
She provides a, how did she phrase it? Posthumous alibis?
Yes. So if there is, well, not the changeling herself, presumably, she might have one on staff for the deaths that need to be seen more than written.
Sure. Didn't occur to me that she could have been. I guess I wasn't looking for the signs.
What are you thinking?
I don't think she is. But if you were looking to disguise yourself as something showy but not obvious, well, not obvious that someone might consider you a changeling. If you are an elf, you're an elf, but an Aasimar is kind of specific.
Sure.
So
yeah, if you're trying to stay under the radar, going for the.
But I don't
rare
think
breed.
she is. I mean, she is a shopkeeper in the Narrows. It's not as if she is secretive, but
She's a very, very friendly woman.
The aspect of if you are an elf, I mean, you could be anyone. If you are an Aasimar, you are attracting attention to the fact that you are an Aasimar. It might put the scent off that you might be something else,
Understand.
potentially.
Sure. Better to hide in plain sight than something more extravagant.
Yes.
She would
Extravagance
know
leads to questions.
where we could potentially find a changeling who would be interested in high-end and dangerous jobs.
think so, yes. Or the bar for bounty hunters is above ground, the Rust and Relic. It's a hunter's lodge.
What was it called?
The Rust and Relic.
You know what? We might actually have a connect in there. That's the place run by Knuckles, correct?
Yes.
It's pronounced Knuckles.
Yeah, I know the way.
Yes.
Um,
Mariska.
That might be a good place to send Dusk and Dawn in. They might be able to get some
You
information.
know Dusk and Dawn?
We have recently found ourselves to be traveling in their company, yes.
Interesting company to keep.
Why
we
do you say
were
that?
well, we were
They're
running a job.
Renowned. I mean, while we try to keep our name under the radar as much as possible, they are widely
Wow.
known bounty hunters.
Yeah, it was.
Did not realize they were in Beacon's End. We have been particularly busy. Interesting.
We were running a job, and they just sort of showed up. I guess our needs kind of crossed over to one another. Thought it was very odd to. We have a handful of people that are trying to stay hidden in this group, and they seemed like too
It's a good distraction.
of a liability to keep around. But also, people are looking there, not at us.
I mean, in the same reason that someone might disguise themselves as an Asimar. It's good to have something else that people are looking at to keep their eyes off of you.
Yeah, Dusk and Dawn more like smoke and mirrors. Now, when you guys, I don't know if any of you guys are particularly medically inclined. I want to say one of them was like kind of medically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember
found
who
it.
it was. I forgot that Repeat was a Kenku. It's so good.
Rince would be the most medically inclined of us.
How involved was everybody in the job?
I mean, it was a relatively small job. It was myself, Talon for lookout outside. Pins for restraint if he caused any problems, but as I said, quite unneeded. And Rinse for cleanup, relatively small.
Didn't
Rinse for cleanup.
yes.
That's the joke.
And there was no signs that there was any sort of overusage of zest on the body when you found him.
I mean, he was out of his gourd. Like I said, he was near unconscious when we found him. His room was filled with bottles of liquor, and based on the dilation of his pupils, he was on several substances at once. Normally, we have to administer a sedative
Yeah.
or restrain him in some way, but we did without that.
Do you remember what time it was that you got there to take care of the job?
About 2 o'clock in the morning.
And you signed the checkout?
Yes, would have been very early, maybe 6 a.m.
Okay. Because we're checking handwriting, and it'd be good to know if it comes back that the checkout seems different, that we know who it is. Did you guys also? You put a lot of work into the spectacle of it, for sure. Did you have anything to do with the carving on the wall above the hole? Something about as the dragon rises from the dunes?
No.
That wasn't you.
No.
What's the name of the invisible ink thing?
Slip wax. Which is funny because Slip has a wax face.
No. I did mirror the signatures in the book from the other invoices and things for the record, but the handwriting will be a very close representation of what was there before.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure, since any inconsistencies,
Yes,
our
but
associates might start asking questions.
I mean, there are other records. If you're trying to compare handwriting samples, any of the other records aside from the checkout record would have been mine. Or sorry, the
Would have been
checkout record
his.
was mine, mirroring these other ones, but
Yeah.
would have presumably been Morgan Lux, yes. But no, we did not write anything above the whole, aside from the scrollings of the magic circle and ritual things that we put up top to mirror the Glimmerfolk.
Sure.
Nothing carved. It was
Yeah.
all in bioluminescent paints.
Did you receive word when Morgan was back in his room to go and do the job, or did you just go in and hope that he was there?
We had someone watching for his entering the inn.
Did he
That's
come?
what Talon
Talon was
for.
watching.
Did
Talon
he
was
come
watching.
in it too, or did you guys give it a minute before he?
We waited to see if he came back out. We didn't rush in.
How long typically does that take?
We waited about 30 minutes. We also had Rince inside the room, inside the bar, watching for Morgan coming out. And as soon as he went into the room and time went by,
He was alone when he came in?
as far as we know, he was carrying the. Just carrying something, but.
And he was not wearing shoes when he came in?
He was.
He was.
Yes, boots.
He was carrying something.
Yeah, looks like a looks like a large bag of some kind, like a something one would carry, like a trophy hunt in or something, like a deer.
Like a large knapsack?
Yeah,
Large enough to fit a person in?
suppose so. Yes.
I think that answers our question. Large enough to fit a unconscious Morgan
Or
Lux.
do you know where he was coming from? If you guys were tracking him when he came back in, do you know where he was headed from?
Came out of the cistern tunnels, up the lift, and then into the hollow prow.
Because he spent a lot of time down in the cistern tunnels, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what he was doing down there?
Hard to say. He had left the grinning house, hours before.
Disappeared into the tunnels and then came out and went back to the
He
Hollow
disappeared
Prow?
into the narrows, generally speaking, wandering around. And then, yes, came out of the cistern tunnels. That's when Talon caught him
in the lift.
Interesting.
So he went in wearing shoes, carrying a large bag. They go in to take care of the job. He's knocked out, not wearing
No shoes.
And the bag was never there when you went to finish whatever it was you were doing in there.
It was lying on the bed at the time.
Do you remember there being any, like, blood or anything that would indicate there was some sort of game in there?
And it looked like it was just full of loose clothing.
No shoes anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Like a sleeping bag of sorts, kind of rolled up.
Yeah.
A little bit lumpy.
And you all came in through the painting.
Mm-hmm. And then
Rince was watching the door.
Well, Rince went back out after we discovered that he had gone into the room, and then went down to the cistern tunnels and came back up to assist.
and Talon was waiting outside.
Right, we could not have Rince enter through the main door or someone would have noticed. So before we went in, Rince left and went back up the cistern tunnels and then came to assist us.
So we have a timeline.
We do have a timeline. I think it's very possible that there was someone else at play here. Do you know? Are the Steras? Do they have changelings in their ranks?
Steras are a pure-blood elven family. That hair is a trait, not a cosmetic.
Where
guess-
did they originate?
I guess disguise self is just a spell that anybody can learn.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be a changeling if they just change their appearance to drop the body.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think the Steras were after something.
So are you assuming that there are, from what you've said, 2 Morgan Luxes?
At one point in time, I think there may have been, but I think we were under the assumption it might have been a changeling. We were concerned you might have actually killed an innocent, well, not innocent, but not Morgan Lux. But from what you're describing, it sounds like it could have just been somebody, either a changeling in his form or somebody with disguised self.
Well, if they were in the Hollow Proud long enough to be Morgan Lux, I would still assume from my experience that it's a changeling. Disguise stealth runs too much of a risk.
You only get a finite amount of time with that.
And it's not...
It's not perfect.
Even with Rust, it's not perfect. I mean, there are Rust rigs that you can really get deep into the identity of another person, but it is... For a job like this, for someone going after someone like Morgan Lux, my guess would be that whoever sent this person after him would have paid handsomely to do so.
In your professional opinion, you think it more likely be a changeling than disguised self?
That would be my observation, yes.
You would know better than anybody, I suppose.
Suppose so.
Yeah.
You said that you were the one that pulled the trigger that killed him in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Any sounds of ricochet or anything that would indicate that maybe he had rust inside of him when you shot him?
He didn't have any rust.
You're certain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The hook went right through his flesh. No visual arms, no eyes, nothing on the leg, nothing on the torso.
You were closest to the body. This is a bit of a reach, and I don't know if you would remember or not, but did you notice any sort of small scar? Possibly on the hairline behind the ear?
ringing. Not that I can recall, no.
Okay. Just a thought. Do you have any other questions for Slip?
Not that I can think of. Is there anything else you can think of that would put Morgan on someone's radar? I'm trying to, like... Do you know anything about the dragon? Does the dragon mean anything to you? Other than the urban legends?
We talked about it before, but it's... I mean, it exists. It's a bounty hunter. It's... I mean, one part legend, one part bounty hunter. It's not someone you can hire, but we also work in that nature of you don't really hire us. We leave calling cards for you. Known enough in the sense that we know it's his hunting style, but as far as I am aware, he exists, but we know very little.
Sure. I mean, very much as little is known about you all, so...
By intent.
Yes.
I think you would know the Narrows better than we would. Is there anyone down this way that has a better understanding of language? Someone who's good at interpreting and...
Are you talking about somebody who can read Rust?
Maybe? Or at least has some understanding of a language maybe similar.
Not in Beacon's End. You'd be better off checking at the academy for something like that up in the mountains, but even that
Is a reach.
is a reach. It is...
Have you ever heard of language with numbers in it?
I mean, we use it in leaving coded messages and things. Sometimes we'll replace letters with numbers. It's not uncommon for thieves' cant style, but mostly we use phrases rather than numbers. It's not like wildly uncommon, but not something that I think most people would use, no.
Oh, so if you used phrases, like, I would, like... Try to, like, yeah, I would scribble down the, like, as the dragon rises from the dunes, scorching glass, scales shimmering with the rising soul. I would write it out the way that it was written out on the thing. Like, does this looks like a coded message. Is this anything that you would have seen or can understand, or?
I don't think so. It looks more like it belongs in a book or something. It doesn't follow the pattern that at least we would normally use, or even from my prior work. I don't think so. Not one I recognize anyway.
I appreciate you looking.
Of course.
That's all the questions I had.
Yeah, I guess the only thing else that I have left to ask is... You ever heard of anybody killing a Reaper before?
No. Reapers can't be killed.
You would think. Dusk and Dawn said they've done it
Multiple times.
multiple times.
I mean, if anyone were going to, I suppose, why not them? But we mostly deal with the killing of people. No one's hired us to kill a Reaper.
Suppose so.
And
Sorry, just-
again, what we're doing is not so much in the bounty game.
No, you run on justice. You run on status quo. Evening the scales.
Mostly. There are things that we do that maybe balance the scales more in the syndicate world more than for justice, but
No,
Not
I
all
feel
bad,
like
no.
justice is just whatever's right.
sometimes hard to balance.
Yeah. Slip, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Of course. He runs his fingers through your hair and flips back to his flat, wax-like appearance.
Pleasure as always, my friend.
Pleasure to see you both again.
Do you guys plan on moving anytime soon?
We will in a bit when we are finished here likely head and take care of this Stera that the Baron alerted us to. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Where at again?
Yeah, I gotta find it. I think it's Soulspire Reach.
I think it was something else, but yeah, it could have been.
I gotta find it.
Yeah. Well, wherever they're going.
Yeah. I'm almost positive it is within Soulspire Reach. That was the Baron's letter, but I might have it in. Because I can't remember if that's one I printed or one I hand wrote and gave to John. Soulspire Reach, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was right. Okay.
And that is, just as a refresher too, is that the the person that Bongo was talking about?
No.
No, different-
Bongo,
different guy.
person, but
Okay.
it is the same city, yes.
Okay, different city, different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have a name for this person. The Baron gave them the letter.
Yes, because it was
but-
in the coded message. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until the next time our paths cross, my friend.
Until we meet again.
Let's go see if they found anything useful.
Are you guys heading anywhere else? Because basically what I'm just planning on is, since they will do other things at the top of next episode, I will also give you guys the opportunity to do the same. If there's anything else that you would do, because they only got to the one location, they'll still check out the other. So they have, I don't know, 30 minutes to 45 minutes of stuff, but it depends.
I think if I'm heading anywhere, I would want to head to Old Orbs.
Sure.
Because I
I
feel
would
like
say Sister Maribel's.
you want to go to Maribel's? Okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
Because that's in the Narrow, so it's like the cistern tunnels will dump us out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
want to
can
talk
do
to her
that.
about changelings.
There and then Old Orv.
Yes.
Okay,
And I feel
'cause
like that might be the...
That potentially gives me the connection point for the two of you, the group of you arrive at
we
the
all
same time,
arrive.
potentially.
Oh, hey! Yeah,
Yep.
no.
So, okay, so
Oh, great. You're taking me to Maribel's. Thank you.
And how much you love sisters. It's fine.
It's totally fine. I definitely didn't make a deal with a hag.
Definitely not.
And I didn't follow through on it. All I had to do was take her on a date, Chell, and I forgot.
Well,
Also, probably shouldn't have reminded Dawn that just now.
now you have to take her on a date. And I won't be offended if you do.
Unless you go on the date with us.
I'm not
Good.
into thrupples.
You could.
cool.
Lifeguard.
That works. So yeah, at the top of the episode, I'll do their thing, and then I'll bring you guys in next time, and then presumably, again, depending on where they go and in what sequence, have you guys meet up there, or it will be back at the cistern tunnels, in which you guys said that you would meet them. So.
Works for me.
Cool. Thank you all very much for watching this evening. Eye of the Night, wonderful to see you again, truly. Very happy to have you catch the end of the episode. That's cool. Yeah, because we rarely run this late. It's really just because we split up a little bit that, and Glenn and Chell live like 4 minutes from not even 3 minutes, that we're able to do a little bit later. So, yeah.
If you missed anything, go ahead and catch up on it on the video on demand, or you can go and watch it when it gets dropped to YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube later this week. Friday is when those get uploaded. For anybody else that's listening as well, podcasts are currently in flux because we're merging our two podcasts together. So now you'll just be able to search NotGreatRPG and get everything that we've ever done in one
Wow,
place.
that's convenient,
It is
Don.
incredibly
all
convenient.
of that content
All of it
in one place.
Wow.
At this price.
At this price, we got to put a clock on that. But because there's a limit to how many episodes I can upload per month to the account, and I also do things for them where they do a horror podcast called The Podcast Downstairs, and it's physically in the same account. I want to make sure that I leave the leeway open to make sure that I can upload the 2 episodes that they're recording this month. Once I get past that, then
All bets are off.
Then I'll put the other stuff up for migrating the Fey
episodes
Frontier stuff over. But for now, that is the podcast is behind because it's currently only on the other one. But it'll be very easy, and I'll update the website once that stuff all happens. But
The video
you
is
can check
better
YouTube and
anyway. You
everything.
get to see our faces.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will see you next time, and as always, be safe out there on the frontier.
Bye.
Oh.